gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful. We have to prepare to meet the challenges of life without fear. Greed and jealousy, hatred and envy, man, you have to move with care in that jungle out there. You got to be careful. You got to be careful.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Tourism is me. Tourism is you. Tourism is everybody. And tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and facilitates cultural exchange among people?
You must know tourism is linked to all industries,
from agriculture to construction.
So support the industry today and be welcoming to all our visitors.
Tourism is my business. Tourism is your business. Tourism is our business. Listen one and all. Tourism connects us all.
A message from the Ministry of Tourism
and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
There's over $150,000 in cash and prizes to be won. This Christmas is on us. Sign up in store or online today at discoverflow.co.
Grenada, as we celebrate 50 years of independence.
I love my Grenada.
Made in Grenada presents the celebration of 50 years of Calypso.
Open me a bill to that tonight, honey.
One stage.
No, not so fast.
One show.
Music holding me, controlling.
Grenada's best Calypsonians performing Grenada's greatest hits. Sunday, February 11th, 2024 at 6 p.m. sharp. Grenada National Stadium. More information coming soon.
When the DJ play Peter Humphrey, she raise her hand and she tell me, making no place sweeter than home.
Good morning to you, Drumsticks, and how are you?
I'm good. Hello, good morning to you, and Happy New Year.
Thank you.
I'm reading from the Word of God, Psalm 97. Oh, come, let us sing unto the Lord. Let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before his presence with thanksgiving and make a joyful noise unto him with psalms. For the Lord is great, and greatly to be praised above all gods. In his hands are the deep places of the earth, and the strength of the hills is his also. The sea is his, and he made it, and his hands formed dry land. Oh, come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker. For he is our God, and we are the people of the pasture and the sheep of his hand. Today, if we will hear his voice, harden not your heart as in the province, and as in the days of temptation in the wilderness. When your father tempted me, proved me, and saw my work. 40 years long was I grieved, was this generation. And I said, it is people that do err in their hearts, and they have not known my ways. This is the end of the scripture reading.
Thank you so very much. How are you doing?
I'm good for the time.
Good. You had a quiet few days?
Yes, very quiet.
That's good.
Yes.
Talk to you soon then.
I'm blessed the Lord with praise for the new year.
That's great.
Yes.
That's good. Thank you.
You have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Greed and jealousy, hatred and envy, man, you have to move with care in that jungle out there. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. How you move when you're moving. Which direction you're going. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk. Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
In your search for happiness.
It is Tuesday, the 2nd of January 2024, and we have made it into a new year, as everyone says. School is back today. Good morning to all your little students, the little ones and the big ones. Good morning to the teachers, the principals, the bus drivers and conductors. You're back on the road. It is your duty to look after the little ones. Let me say congratulations to all the conductors. When the bus stops, they walk the kids or the children across to make sure that they are safe to get on the other side of the road. I think that's a great thing that some of you are doing. If everybody gets on board and do that, then we won't have much accidents with vehicular accidents with children or people, anybody at all. So congratulations to you guys. Keep doing it. Let me also say good morning to Anne-Marie Celestine Grant, Alban Harris, Claude Abraham, Carol Belfon, McSwain Belfon, Jerome Lewis, Betty Ann James, Evan John Roberts. Good morning to Gloria Smith Phillip. Good morning to Coffee, Kenro, the Dade family out there in Toronto. This is Ali and Daphne, Ethan and Olivia. Lorna B., good morning to you. Lindona George, good morning. The Robinson family up on Hill Street. Mona out there in Monkridge, good morning to you. Hope all is well. The Glenn family at Marley. Pat Cape James, good morning to you. Pat Pear, good morning to you also. Johnny across the way. Gemma Warwood, Sky, Sunny Isles, Mary Olivachi, Marilyn Ferguson, good morning. Sharon Thomas, Miss Brown and Masal at Classic Furniture there in Grenville. Good morning to you, Madeleine Batiste. Good morning, Frank Chadburn, there in the Galapagos Island. Good morning, Marlon Klein. Pastor there in St. Vincent, good morning. Miss Job, Miss Matheson, Russell Moraine, good morning. Good morning to Faith Lane, Hallie Douglas. Hope you're enjoying your cool weather. Jawanda, good morning. Good morning to Idris out there on 31st. Mary Intio, good morning to you. It was good talking to you a couple days ago. Teresa Joseph, good morning. Kathy and James out there in Chantimel, good morning. Hope all is well with you guys and you had a great holiday season that you all were celebrating. Baby Daddy, good morning. Baby Daddy, I hope you had a great day yourself, and I think it was Alban Harris also. Anne Solandi, good morning. It is a new year, as they say. I look at it as just another number with the continuation of life. Some of us makes it better, some it's worse for us. And for those of us who makes, and I said us, not including me, but us, who makes a New Year's resolution, as you call it. I hope that you guys are sticking to whatever it is that you write on that piece of paper, or you write on your computer, or you in your head, that you said, I'm going to the gym and I'm doing this. I hope you stick to it, because let me tell you, you can write all you want. You can think all you want, but if you do not act, nothing is going to come out of it. So you have to be disciplined and you have to be determined. Those 2 Ds will get you anywhere that you want to go. So good morning to all. And as the morning goes by, I'll continue to say good morning to everyone that pops up on the on the live. And as Baby Daddy says, press the like. I was reading it, so that's why my mouth come out on the like. So I'll talk to you soon again.
Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in the Grenville Cooperative Credit Union. The Credit Union of Grenville takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and new, spacious, convenient, and modern facilities on Seton Brown Street in Grenville and Grand Anse. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the Credit Union of Grenville, your financial security is guaranteed.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent, perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines, yet suitable for your hand wash, soft on your hands. Ozone disinfecting cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness. Keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents, soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It is 7:21 and it's time for us to go to the Maurice Bishop International Airport to see what we have weather-wise this morning. And online this morning I have with you Cassia Johnson. Good morning to you, Cassia, and how are you?
Good morning to you and good morning to the listeners. Here is the weather for today, Tuesday, 2nd January 2024. Currently at the airport, conditions are fair. Winds are from the northeast at 4 miles per hour. Pressure 1013.6 millibars, which is above normal and rising. Present temperature 25.2 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 91%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 30.6 degrees Celsius. Minimum temperature last night 25.2 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, there was only a trace of rainfall at the airport, which is also the total for the month. December's total was 67.4 millimeters. Looking at the public forecast, valid for today and tonight, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy with light to moderate showers, improving by evening. Today's maximum temperature, 30.5 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate, waves 2 to 4 feet in open waters. Tides are currently high and will be low at 1:30 p.m., high again at 7:30 p.m. Sunset today, 5:53, sunrise tomorrow, 6:28. Again, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy with light to moderate showers, improving by evening. From the Met Office, I am Cassia Johnson.
Thank you so much, Cassia, and have yourself a great day.
Thank you, same to you.
Bye-bye.
You got to be careful for happiness, you got to leave a little room for loneliness. More things could happen all of a sudden before you realize it's only a disguise. You got to be careful. You got to be careful.
Good morning to Adrian Watts. How are you? Mary, good morning. Good morning, Paul Charles. Hope all is well with every one of you and you all had a few holidays to rest. I know some of you worked really, really, really hard for the past few days and or last week and this week, even yesterday. I hope that you got a moment to rest also because everybody is back to work this morning, back to the grind. So hope all is well with you and that you're looking into, well, it's a new year. As I said, the number is 2024. And somewhere in this century, as I said to Jester, a lot of us are going to clock out in this century. So what I'm saying is that when you live your life in the best way you know how, take the time to meditate, take the time to think things through. Don't just get up and just go into it as though, well, you have it all. Believe me, these days, we do not have it all. If you look around you, you will see a lot of stuff going on and you're wondering, well, what is going on? Everybody that I know is popping out. We might be here today and gone tomorrow. So live your life in a way that if you pop out, a lot of us are going to have good things to say about you. And we're going to say when you die, everybody says the good things about you and not while you're alive. If you see that I'm doing something and you don't like it, tell me. If you like what I'm doing, please say so, because when I die and I'm lying in that coffin, still as ice, I can't hear a thing and I cannot respond to a thing. So say it now. I'm going to just give everybody their flowers now. Let everybody know how you feel about them and do the right thing. Reach out there and help someone that needs help. And don't look at it as, I am doing this today, so you'll be able, so tomorrow you'll reciprocate or give it back to me tomorrow. No, do it from the goodness and the kindness of your heart as the human thing to do. It is 7:26. I haven't seen my partner in crime yet. I think he's on his way. And as you know, it is Mental Health Tuesday. And the topic we're going to discuss this morning is the impact of personal hygiene on your health and your mental health and my mental health. It is a very sensitive topic, but believe me when I say it is needed, because there are a lot of things that when I'm doing the research that I didn't even know myself. So it is a good thing that we are doing this mental health program, because I discover things that we just go along in our life every day and not thinking about things and not knowing the impact of what it can do to us, our family, and even the people that are around us in the public. So listen up today for the impacts of personal hygiene on your health and your mental health.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
Grenada, as we celebrate 50 years of independence. Made in Grenada presents the celebration of 50 years of Calypso. One stage. One show. Grenada's best Calypsonians performing Grenada's greatest hits. Sunday, February 11th, 2024 at 6 p.m. sharp. Grenada National Stadium. More information coming soon.
When the DJ play Peter Humphrey, she raise her hand and she tell me, Becky Lopez sweeter than home.
It's the season for new internet, a laptop, and some extra cash. This Christmas is on us. Sign up in-store or online today at discoverflow.co. Terms and conditions apply. Valid while stocks last.
Have you had Boston on your travel bucket list? Well, we've got some exciting news for you. JetBlue is thrilled to announce its new non-stop flight every Saturday from Grenada's Maurice Bishop International Airport to the vibrant city of Boston. Now, you can embark on your Boston adventure without any layovers. JetBlue is making it easier than ever to explore this incredible destination. Whether you're visiting family or friends, exploring for the first time, or simply experiencing Boston life, JetBlue has you covered with a convenient non-stop flight, complete with comfortable seating, complimentary snacks, and an array of entertainment options. You'll arrive in Boston feeling relaxed and ready to explore. So now's the time. Visit jetblue.com to book your flight and bring Boston closer to Grenada. Let your adventure begin.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share.
And it is a good morning again, and my partner in crime is here this morning with me. So let me say good morning to you, Jester, and how are you?
Claire, good morning to you. Good morning to the listeners and viewers of Real 91.9, 91.5.
You're almost late this morning. Well, you're late this morning, kind of?
No. It's either I'm late.
Well, okay, you're late.
No.
You're not late?
Well,
you're supposed to be here at 7:25 to give yourself 5 minutes to just veg.
No.
You just walk in.
What time was supposed to start?
7:30.
And what time did I get here?
7:32.
No. Yeah, why? It's too early for that to practice to lie in here.
I'm not lying.
Don't do that, man.
I'm not lying. You come here 7:32 based on my watch. Yes, it's not 7:35. So yeah, you came in. You're late. You know what time I get here to start at 7? Tell me.
No, well, I don't know. You have to tell us that. I don't.
6:30. A whole half hour.
That's
and
good.
You have to start at 7:30 together, and you're walking at 7:32. You're 2 minutes late. You're fired.
What a joke. Oh my gosh.
Fired. So it is. Oh, we have a call, and I bet you know who it is.
Oh my gosh.
Good morning.
You must know who it is.
I know it. I know it's you. Good.
Happy New Year.
Thank
Happy
you.
New Year.
Mona.
One thing I don't like this thing I want to wish you all the best for 2024, both you and Jester.
Mm-hmm.
But I find you start too early.
Meaning what?
You firing him?
No, I didn't say that. I said he's fired. I didn't say I was going to fire you. There's two differences in a different...
Not me.
No, I understand. Well, I can't fire you. You're on your own time. You own everything. How am I start to fire
on
you?
my own time. Are they on your time? I'm listening to you.
Oh, you're on my time. Okay, then I'm not going to fire you.
Okay.
I kind of like you around.
What?
I kind of like you around. You know. How old are you again?
42.
42, I got you. The 70 and the 6 that stay way behind to come there.
No, I'm afraid to. I'm listening to hear what all you have to say about me, you know.
Well, what we going to say?
You have a lot of smart people, you know. Me is a John, you know, an ugly John too, you know.
I don't know about that.
Don't matter you hear Mona David.
Mm-hmm.
But me is a Bon John, you know.
Bon
You
John.
see the John and them coming down on what? Hill what?
Hill Street.
Okay.
All right. So you're 76 or you're 77, 8?
80 now.
You're 80 now?
Yes.
Wait, no. In a sleep and awake, you hit another...
Well, that second of January, you know, that another year, you know.
Okay.
You fast
Yes, Mona, I agree with you. You fast too much.
Listen, there's a difference in being fast and a business.
According to my mother,
You're inquisitive. No. I just want to know facts. I deal with facts. And if I know you 75
and I'm giving you facts.
Well, I don't know because you tell me you're 70, then 6 come
On
later.
January, I'll be 80 years.
Well, wow. Congratulations, because not many of us making it that far, you know.
Good to me.
Mm-hmm.
When I think about that goodness of that great Jehovah, what I want again?
Nothing. Nothing. Well, congratulations. As I say, not many of us making it to 80.
Right.
You did
and
well.
How you spend your Christmas, your everything?
It was just another day for me, you know. Just quiet.
Same here.
It was good.
For you? Well, after you win all you can, if you can.
No. Are you hypocrite too much?
What we do? What did we do? When you say all you, what do you mean?
I including Jester.
Who you including?
You.
What did I do?
Nothing.
Okay, you have right to say nothing because I know I didn't do anything to you.
I know you can do me anything.
Right, so don't say hypocrite. Hypocrite is for people that do stuff to you or they say things and that you behind your back. And you know I'm straight up as an arrow.
If you talk behind my back,
Mm-hmm.
and I get to know
Mm-hmm.
the Caribstone shifting down the way.
Is that right? Well, you wouldn't have to shift the Caribstone because I'll tell you straight up. You see, I tell you.
I haven't got nothing to say about it.
Exactly. So then there's no need.
All right.
Anyway, talk to you soon.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Yeah.
And you take good care.
We will.
Miss Mona.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
This is Moans.
You think Mona don't know what she said? She know what she said too much.
Meaning what?
Well, they could have a question that to answer and give all the parish, all the villages in St. Patrick. Right?
Listen, let me ask you one question. Listen.
Oh my gosh.
Are you listening to that?
Yeah,
listening to me. Did you, in all the times that you hear me ask anything about any questions in reference to anything? No, answer.
I did not.
Thank you very much. And just snap it. Because it was, according to Shaggy, it wasn't me.
It was.
I'm going to Shaggy this morning on that one. It wasn't me. So, easy now.
Oh my God.
Okay? Yes. But if you're staying in St. Patrick's, do you know all the villages in St. Patrick's as you're sitting there?
I watched. To
Not,
be honest,
yes or no?
No. You
yes
can answer
no?
certain questions.
Yes.
You answer just
what do you
yes
mean?
and no. So.
Is it that you know it or you don't?
I would know the vast majority because sometimes you might.
But that mean you don't.
That you might just tend to, in naming it in such a way, you might just tend to forget one along the way. That's the other thing I want.
I'm gonna
if you sit down with a list and you're writing it and you have all the time,
well, yes,
it's okay.
So I'm going to be dead honest with you. I do not know all, but during this thing there, I got to know well, let me say I do not know all. I wasn't connecting all of them to my cabeza. You understand?
So that's why I'm telling you, it must have been difficult for somebody to call in.
Well, no, but then again, let me tell you, people know stuff. Yeah, when you get in front of that phone and that question, you just your mind just get all muzzled. You can't remember what you have to say, or and you know the answer to a lot of the questions, but the pressure is pressure.
Yeah, I
you
know.
know, so and
But
that's was the name of the
it
game.
was
You
good.
know, you had to be pressure. So yes, it is Mental Health Tuesday. It is not Monday, people. Yesterday was Monday. It's Tuesday.
yeah.
We are here, and as I said, the topic that we have this morning is the impact of personal hygiene on your health and your mental health. And I said your, I'm including our, because it affects each and every one of us on a daily basis. So it starts off by saying, Jester, our grooming routines not only make a statement about us, but also directly affect underlying health. We have a call. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good morning.
Fine, and you?
Good. Is Shellyan Union?
Shirley and son.
Oh, yes. How are you? How's your mom?
Just calling to wish you all Happy New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
May the Lord be with you.
Thank you.
Yes, Jester. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Shellyan. Happy New Year.
Miss Claire, good morning.
Good morning to you. Thank you for calling. Thank you. Everything okay with you?
Not well.
You know well now? I understand. I totally understand. But hang in there.
Yeah.
Every one of us go through some sort of stuff in our lives, and we just have to keep hanging and praying.
Parkinson take over.
Thank you. Oh, it take over again, eh? Yeah, I know it's a very tough disease for you, for people that are going through it. It's very, very tough.
It's not easy, man.
Yeah. Thank you so much for calling.
Yeah. We really empathize with the situation of the lady, man. But she's very, she's an ardent listener to
I know,
this station.
yes, she is.
Glued, you know.
Yeah.
And the thing, I remember, Claire, that was one of the ladies that got removed from the list of the beneficiary of this seed thing. And I keep pounding it because it's good to know that she find her name is back on the list, you know, because somebody like I don't understand how that would have happened in the very first place.
Well,
so
you know, things
that is a
happen.
definite need of to benefit from that such a program. So,
the most important thing,
I'm
she's
happy
back
she got
on.
back.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So Claire.
Mm-hmm.
So we're on personal hygiene.
And how it affects us mentally. And so it says here, it affects us, it has underlying health to personal hygiene. And like I said earlier, you might look at it as a touchy and a sensitive subject. To a lot of people it is. But to putting that aside, Jester, it is something that we really need to deal with, because when you see the amount of negatives it has to it, we have to start checking ourselves to be healthier in our lives. Because it says on a basic level, personal hygiene means cleaning and grooming your body, nails, hair, and teeth. It also extends to your clothing and the tools that you use for cleaning and grooming. Keeping spaces like your bathroom clean is often an extension of good personal hygiene. That is true, because this is where, you know, everything takes place in your bathroom and your bedroom and your kitchen also. It says, what many people don't often consider is how personal hygiene can affect numerous aspects of your life. It may improve health and limit the risk of illness and disease. It can also make you feel better about yourself, improve your work life, and make you more confident and approachable in social settings. The effects go beyond physical health and socializing. Poor hygiene can cause or exacerbate depression or anxiety problems and make a person isolate themselves. Many people learn oral hygiene and bathing habits at young age, and shaving, laundry, and other practices when they get older. Because of this progression, poor personal hygiene is a sensitive topic, as I said earlier. You may be reluctant to bring up issues because you do not want to offend the person or criticize them for not doing something they should have learned at a young age. However, This is an essential issue because hygiene choices have a profound impact on quality of life as well as mental and physical health. And it says, here is a closer look at how proper and poor hygiene can affect your life. So this is the basic, yes? We have to do all this like our nails, our hair, our teeth, our skin, and these are basic gestures.
Yeah.
And these basic things take us right into the whole situation of our lives. Like clean clothes, having showers, your bathroom, your wherever it is that you live, your domain. If you do not do these things, it can have effects on your personal and physical being. And here, effects of good personal hygiene. Each person's idea of good personal hygiene may differ slightly because of upbringing, culture, or available resources. However, certain basic practices are almost universally accepted as good hygiene. These practices will help you experience the positive effects of good personal hygiene. What do you think some of them might be, Jester?
Good personal hygiene, well, you need to, you're talking about brushing your teeth. Yeah, you should be bathing at least once a day, you know, at least once per day. Brushing your teeth should be at least twice per day.
Or 3 times if you
Yeah,
can.
3 times if you can, but you know,
all
grooming
this,
yourself,
yes,
you know,
yes.
all that is part of it. Your nails, your toe and finger.
Well, your nails, your toes and fingers.
Yeah, toes and fingers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you touch on it, so let's go with it. Yeah. It says, here are the basic practices necessary for general health, disease prevention, and confidence. You hear? Confidence. So bathing regularly. A shower or bath is not only necessary to remove dirt, bacteria, and external substances, it also helps wash away natural oils and dead skin, which builds up on the surface of your body.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you are aware of, many of us are aware, there are exfoliating cloths and loofahs and everything like that you use once or twice on your skin. And that is to remove the dead skin from your body, because our body, and you know, is 100% skin. And even though you tell yourself, well, you know, I'm not seeing anything on my skin or anything of that sort, the skin, the dead skin are there. So when you go for a shower, if you have a washcloth or anything, give yourself a good old scrub down. Not just go under the water, take some soap and just do this and move. No, because it builds up.
Yeah.
And sometimes you see your skin start making different kinds of things, like you've seen ringworms or you've seen patches on your skin. That's because there's dead skin hanging around there. So give yourself a good scrub once or twice a week.
Because the intention is to clean the pores.
Yes, to open up your pores, and so you can breathe easily.
Yeah.
Now it says trimming your nails. Keeping your fingernails and toenails trimmed in a good shape will prevent problems such as infected nails and digits. Also, bacteria can get stuck on the nails, increasing the danger of illness or infection. And you know, sometimes I'm not going to go against anybody, any woman that feels they want to look beautiful and have lovely nails. But you see those nails? Heaven for bacteria.
Yeah.
Heaven. And I'm not talking about heaven. Haven for bacteria.
Yeah.
Because you don't, when you wash your hands also, you wash, you cannot get into the groove underneath there. And when they pack the glue and everything, sometimes you look at people and you see black things on it and you wonder, well, you know. But that's to each its own on that. But I'm saying the long nails that you have, it may look beautiful to the eyes of people that are watching it, but it's a haven for bacteria. So it says, it doesn't say long nails, also it says trim your fingernails. So that means they're going for short. Trim your fingernails and toenails, because it says bacteria can get stuck under those nails, increasing the danger of illness or infection. And sometimes you see people and their finger is swollen or they have an infection. Not everybody that wear long nails will get infection. Some of us have short nails, but if we don't groom it properly, you see the sides of your nails And so if it's overgrown, then sometimes you have to trim it because you get, how you call it, hangnails. And this, when it burrows into your skin on the side there, it can cause infection also. So let's keep our nails, our toenails and nails clean and maybe short, so that we can
I love
avoid.
to keep my nails very short.
You see,
so much
I like
easier.
I like my nails short
Yeah,
too,
like
because
very-
I cook and I bake and everything, and I hate to see nails. And you wouldn't believe, I say, tell myself, I don't know everybody that cook, but if you're wearing nail polish and you're cooking, chances are I may not eat. Honestly, I'm telling you straight up, chances are I may not eat, because if you're kneading flour, nail polish has a tendency to chip after a while. And you're in flour and you're digging and you're mixing and you're rolling, and so piece may go in there.
That usually be my concern. And
your concern too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes I be around ladies, and these are some of the concern that I do raise, and sometimes they take it for a joke, but I find, and you just make mention of a haven for
bacteria and infection.
Harboring bacteria, because normally your natural nails, you do see that build up of it. Sometimes you get black, and that's why it's important to cut it off, so that you don't harbor it. So just imagine now, when you lengthen it, it's obviously that you will be creating an avenue for more build up of it. I think that's just natural common sense to know.
And people, the number to call is 4420175. I know it's a touchy subject, but we all go through it on a daily basis, and we're talking about personal hygiene and how it impacts our health, our physical health, and also our mental health. Now we are going to brushing our teeth. Most dentists recommend brushing teeth 2 or 3 times per day. You should also floss to clean the area between teeth. Depending on the level of oral health, you may also need to use mouthwash daily. These practices help limit oral bacteria, prevent tooth decay, and fight low-grade infections in your gums. Need I say more?
No, not at all.
You said two times or once at least, but the dentist went further. They said 2 or 3 times. And sometimes we get people that are anal when it comes to brushing their teeth. You've had people brushing their teeth all 3, 4, 5 times a day. As long as they pass their tongue and they feel something on their teeth, they brush. That could be dangerous, because you're also brushing out the enamel. You're weakening the enamel on your teeth when you're doing all this brushing. I'm all for 2 and 3 times brushing, to be quite honest. I don't get to do it every day, but according to the situation that I'm in, I always have a toothbrush and toothpaste in my bag with me, because sometimes according to what you eat, like I love onions, and sometimes you eat onions and mamma mia, when you speak it comes right back at you. So I brush, and the thing is, you brush your teeth, but you know where your bacteria lies is here, eh?
Yeah, tongue.
In the tongue.
The tongue.
And a lot of us brush our teeth and you don't brush the tongue.
Yeah.
Now, it is the most uncomfortable thing. But hey, you got to do it, Yeah. And even though you use your toothbrush, I say sometimes the toothbrush doesn't go all, because I saw mine go in the back and a gag and all this kind of nonsense. But you can also buy a tongue scraper and you use it. It's like a flathead thing with a little groove at it, and you just scrape that.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, you should chat me for it.
I don't have a clue of what that is.
Yes, a tongue scraper. You get a tongue scraper and you scrape your tongue out after you brush your teeth, and voila, your tongue looks nice and pink and healthy, because it activates your taste buds in the back. It wakes it up, as a matter of fact, from all the bacteria that is sitting there. So brushing your teeth 2 and 3 times a day is great. But also, brushing alone does not do the trick. It says floss.
Yeah, floss.
Because sometimes you eat meat or something like that, and it sticks between your teeth, and you got to remove it, because if it stays there, it's going to cause you to get decay and stuff like that. I have a rule, I call it FBI. Floss, brush, and then irrigate. Because sometimes you brush and you still have to floss on pieces of things. So you floss first. I brush after, and then mouthwash after, goggle for your 30 seconds and so. So I call it the FBI. And if you practice this on a daily basis, you won't end up with dancehall at all.
And Claire, for those who could really afford it, and I think that at times they should try and make the effort. They could go to the dentist and do a cleanup.
A good cleaning,
Yeah,
yes.
good cleaning.
Every
You need
6
to-
months or so, if you
yes.
cannot make it every 3 or even every year.
It's important.
It is important that you go
Yeah.
get your teeth clean.
Yeah.
Because me, I know I like to grin already. I ain't taking a chance. I ain't taking a chance and get no dance all inside my mouth at all. And you know, just on the teeth thing, you know, sometimes long ago, just not too long ago, when you go to the dentist and they did not have the full knowledge of your teeth yet, the minute you have a hole in your teeth, they pull it out. And that's why a lot of us end up with dance hall. You know, they just pull the tooth out and, you know, and there's no replacement because once you reach an adult and your teeth is fully grown, they don't grow back.
No.
So you have that space in your mouth. And that's why most of us end up wearing braces or stuff like that. Now they try to save the tooth. When you go, they'll clean them, remove the nerve, and they'll do filling in it. So you'll save your tooth. So if you don't, and I'm saying this to tell you guys, if you don't brush properly, or you don't floss, or you don't irrigate, chances are you will end up by the dentist with a tooth decay that they cannot save, and your mouth you start losing. And after a while, Jester, you'll start seeing your face start sinking because if there is nothing to hold it, your face is you will see it because you start looking and then that space is in there, and it's a lot. Take care of your teeth. If I didn't say anything else, I'm saying take good care of your teeth because this alone, and I feel personally that the teeth wasn't made to remove because when they dentist pull the teeth, you feel it in your brain everywhere because this is a strong bone, and I don't know if you know your gum has bones in it. The dentist told me that you have bones in your gum, so sometimes when they pull a tooth, you feel this sharp thing. It's not pieces of tooth that is there, it's the bones from the gum. So people, take care of your teeth. Next thing, washing hands. That is the key to anything else when it comes to personal hygiene, washing of the hands. And it is a simple thing to do. Everybody can find soap, and we have water galore. Washing your hands. It says washing your hands keep you from contaminating food or bringing unwanted bacteria or viruses to others. Hand washing is helpful before preparing or eating food, touching your face, or preparing your sleeping space. These practices provide a solid base for a personal hygiene regimen, and it gives you some other benefits of performing this task of hand washing. But Jester, kill me if I go to buy food somewhere and the person that is sharing the food or giving you serving the food is also collecting the money.
Well, you have a lot of that happening.
And we have to say no and stop it because money is the number one carrier of all bacteria and viruses, and on top of not washing your hands. It is a bad practice to serve food to somebody and collect the money in the same hand and you put it and people, I'm OCD when it comes to this thing about cleaning. And I'm saying, I mean, not to say I wouldn't get food poisoning somewhere. I'm not saying that. But when it comes to food and hygiene and all this kind of thing, I am really, I don't know, I scrutinize things. Maybe I scrutinize things too much. But you say it's happening a lot, so tell me.
Yeah, it's happening a lot. For example, there are some people that operate a business solely, like meaning for themselves. So they know definitely there are no other person around them for them to handle the money, and they do serving of food and everything. So they serve food and collect money. That is widespread. It's not the best thing, but that is what's happening within our society.
But sometimes we eat food somewhere, we eat something and we get sick and we're wondering, well, where did we eat and what did we eat? What you eat is one, because sometimes you may get food that is not freshly cooked, for one, that can contribute to food poisoning. The person that is serving you the food and not washing their hands. Tell me, when you go to the doctor, Jester, well, you don't know unless you go to the doctor, but that's fine. But when you go to the doctor or the dentist, we have a call. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Sister Claire. Good morning, Jester.
Good morning.
Happy New Year to you all.
Thank you.
And you and
Many
your
happy
family.
returns.
Thank you, man. How's St. Patrick doing?
We're doing fine up here. St. Patrick's is beautiful and historic. What could go wrong with us here?
Remember we study mop.
Yes.
Study mop.
Yes, study this boy.
Yeah. Go ahead, please.
To play for Bob. Yeah, just CJ, I'm looking at something on personal hygiene. You know, some people tell you they bathe twice or three times a day. But when they bathe twice or three times a day, sometimes the clothes that they took out on them, they put it back on.
We are coming to that. Yes.
They put it back on. So then if you bathe in regular and you put on the same clothes, like you'll be there.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
I could see with the pants, but then a top where you're sweating and things, that's a no-no. Right? And you ask yourself a question again about brushing. Right? I consider it two most important time someone should brush your mouth. A morning time when they get up. I even do it before or after you eat. And when you eat the last meal on night time and go to sleep, you brush your mouth. To me, that is two most important time.
Yeah.
So one should keep the mouth brush. Because when you eat and you brush your mouth and go and sleep overnight, that's way dangerous. Right?
Yeah.
Because still on lunch time, because I remember while I was working, what Sister Kellis mentioned, when 12 o'clock I eat, I will go and brush my mouth. I have to brush my bag and I Colgate, I make sure I brush my mouth. I'll do some people say, just shake out water, shake some water and then okay, but I'll be prepared to brush my mouth. Let my mouth smell fresh. And I always say to people, the worst thing, you may be handsome, good looking, but when your hygiene is not in proper working condition, it worse than you might even go looking but to dress properly. Right? And one thing that people look at is the hygiene of people. Once your hygiene in proper intact, you could be around anybody. But when your hygiene not in the right lining up, people will try to shun you, and that way you feel very embarrassing about that.
Thank you so much.
So that's my okay. Thanks.
All right, bye-bye. Just so we'll take a commercial break and we shall be right back.
When you talk, when you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantemelle in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive. Color by Seasons. Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color. Color by Seasons. Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Seasons. Seasons. Express your style with
Color by Seasons.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
And we are back. Let me say good morning to some of the people on the live that I didn't get to say good morning to. Pearl Charles, Kira, Kiki, good morning. Good morning, Che. I know you're going back to school this morning. Have fun. I'll talk to you soon and see you later. Che now is a little boy that lives up on the hill. I don't know how you call that hill, going up, when you're going up by Chessie, by Auntie Grace there, the hill that goes up there. How you call it? You could pass and end up in Montfenju.
Highgate?
Highgate. He lives up there, and he comes to walk out with us in the park with his aunt and his cousin.
Okay.
And every time I see him, when we exercise, he has a special he has one exercise that he likes doing. He says, "Claire, can you do the Superman?" And I said, "Sure." And Che leads the Superman. I don't know if you know the Superman, what the Superman exercise is. You lie flat on your stomach with your hand stretched out and your leg in the air, and you go up.
Oh.
Che loves it. So good morning to you, Che. Maybe you should show your teacher how to do the Superman. Talk to you soon. Good morning, Miss Matheson. Teresa Joseph out there in Toronto, good morning to you. Marilyn Ferguson, good morning. Saga Boy Samuel, good morning. Mary out there in Toronto, good morning. Cynthia out in Baltimore, Maryland, good morning to you. Adrian Watt, Dolores Redhead, good morning. Ann Andrews, good morning. Now, Adrian made a point here. He says, it is so true. You see them have gloves on touching the money and serving the food with the same gloves. Now, we should take a page from the doctors and the dentists. That's why at hospitals and clinics, you have boxes and boxes of gloves. You know why? When you go to the doctor and he puts a glove on to look at me, touch me, and so on, when I leave, he peels it out, throw it in the garbage, and put another one. And that's how it's supposed to be. You cannot be wearing glove to say you're protecting your hand and you're protecting me and money. It just does not work. And this is a practice that we have to stand up and say no to, Jester. Because the amount of people that are sick with things and they do not know what they're sick with, money and not washing your hands, you see that, again, when you're going into surgery, if you look at things that I used to look at ER and those medical shows, when a surgeon is going into surgery, somebody washes his hand for him, or he washes his hand and he has it up like that. Somebody dries it for him and they put that glove on so that he cannot be contaminating anybody or anything, especially the patient that he's going to touch at the moment to work on. So if we take a page from their book, we are going to be healthy. And, people might look at me and say, who am I and what I think of this. No, I'm just looking out for my personal health. Because if I get sick, lo and behold, I have to end up somewhere in the hospital and maybe I'll die from whatever it is that I get. We have a call. Good morning.
Personal health. Because if I get sick,
good morning.
You'll
have to turn off your phone. Follow us on your phone. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Bain. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning to everyone. On the topic of hand washing, I just want to give a little experience of how important it is. Claire, as you know, when my daughter was born, she was 10 weeks premature.
Mm-hmm.
So she was in the hospital for a long time. When I was ready to take her home, one of the doctors said to me, I hope you're living close to an hospital. And I said to him, why? He said, because you'll be in the emergency regular. I didn't say anything to him. We went home, and after a year, we went back to the hospital, and they asked me, how many times did you go to the emergency? And I said, we never went to the emergency.
Mm-hmm.
And they were shocked. And they asked me why. And I said, we went home, hand washing. Before I touch her, my hands used to be so dry
Mm-hmm.
because I would always wash my hand. And anybody who came to visit, one of the first thing they had to do, wash your hands before you touch her. And so even today, although she has a disability,
Mm-hmm.
she's a fairly healthy person.
Oh, I know.
And even for her, when she comes from school or we go out and we come back, the first thing we do, we wash our hands. So I just wanted to share the importance of hand washing. It prevents a lot of disease.
It is true.
And just wanted to take this time to share that little experience to show the importance.
Thank you so much.
So have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for your valuable contribution. Claire, the hands carry a lot of germs.
You telling me?
Yes. I understand once they did a test, like using the ultraviolet light.
The blue light, and yes.
The amount of that can be transferred from the hand. That is why it's absolutely critical to be, hand washing now. Maybe in some instances, if you can't wash, that's why some people carry hand sanitizers
or wipes. Yes, because especially in this day and age, Jester, where so many diseases are on the rise and on the surface of everything. Look, we went through COVID-19, and what was the first thing they tell you? Wash your hands.
Yeah.
Your hands. This thing that has this 8 fingers and 2 thumbs. This is the key to our health, hand washing. Because if we don't, like Lorna says, I know her daughter, I know Princess Daniela. And when I go to visit Lorna, sometimes, first place I go is in the bathroom and wash my hands because I'm going to go touch her face or anything like that. And that's why I do not like people touching me. Honestly, especially around my face and so, do not touch me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know where your hand came from. I don't know what you was doing with it before. So, don't touch me. If you see, the thing is, when people don't understand the disaster that takes place within people, but because some of us, our immune system is really, really weak. It's low. And when people touches you or they don't wash their hands and all these kinds of things, and they come touch you in your face or they touch you, you end up with what it is that they don't come to give you anything,
transferred.
Of course, it's been transferred. Yeah. And that is why I am stressing about hand washing and the brushing of your teeth and everything like that. The caller before talked about, when you bathe and you bathe. When you bathe, the reason for bathing is to cleanse your body, yes?
Get rid of
so
the
then you put on clean clothes on you after you have that bath or that shower. And believe me, you for yourself know, Jester, there are a lot of people that walk around that wear the same clothes. I'm not talking about the people on the street that we know that they are not mentally there and they wear the same clothes. They don't, they'll change their clothes often. But people like you and I that are fairly healthy, or we are coherent. Let's put it that way. We know what's going on, and we wear the same clothes over and over without seeing soap or even seeing water.
Well, Claire, not just that. I know there are some people, as a rule in growing up their children, once they leave the house, they go outside. They cannot come back and you know, like go and sit on the bed with the clothes they came from outside.
No,
with.
Looking at me. You don't, your street
You know?
clothes, you don't go on
Yeah.
your bed because that's when you put your face, you put your
Yeah.
everything. You know, that's why they make Lysol and all these kind of things.
Yeah.
You know, because you can kill. Because you see, people don't take it seriously that we can really get sick from the clothes we wear on anything like that.
Yeah, the
And don't
clothes-
get me wrong, in some cultures, people bathe, but they don't wear deodorant or antiperspirant. It is their culture. They said it's like an aphrodisiac. It is a thing where they attract the male, attract the female, or the female attract the male by not wearing deodorant. Even when they smell, and they said the smell attract. But like I say, every moogie bread have the vroom vroom cheese. You understand? Every one of them. But I'm saying there are 3 types of perspiration. And let me explain. You work out, I work out. We sweat, we perspire. Yeah, we may smell, but it's not the smell that you did not bathe smell. It's a smell that comes from all your pores, like you're releasing the toxins in your body because you move.
Yeah.
You know, that one. Then there's this stress one. That when somebody's under stress, they sweat or they perspire. It's not smelling great, but it's not smelling bad. Because it's not that they did not bathe or anything. It's just their stress level is so high that all the endorphins, it's not happy. It's coming out. It's letting you know that I'm not happy with what's going on in your life. So, and then there's the one that we're talking about now, that you don't bathe, you don't do anything, or if you bathe, you don't wear the antiperspirant or the deodorant, and you go around and you're smelling. And let me tell you something. Me, personally, I cannot stand the smell of bad perspiration. It makes my stomach heave. And sometimes you're on a bus, and it happens a lot in public places. You're on a bus, and somebody comes on the bus, and the hygiene is not top notch. And if I find a window, my head is out the window like a dog. I'm telling you. You know why dogs keep their head out the window? Dog keeps their head out the window because if they don't, the breeze is not in their face. They throw up in your can. So I put my head out like the dog because I can't stomach the smell.
Yeah.
So again, you don't have to have a lot of clothes to wear clean clothes, if you understand what I'm saying. You could have 3 shirts and 2 pants, but if you wash them on a regular basis and you bathe and you put on your clothes, you would avoid the smell. So here are certain diseases that you can prevent from washing hands and bathing and everything. It says, good personal hygiene is the best way to protect against preventable illnesses. And it says, here is a list of very common conditions that you can avoid with proper personal cleaning practices. 1, athlete's foot. You know what athlete's foot is?
Yes.
And let me say it is a fungal infection that usually begins between the toes, athlete's foot. And it does not go away easy. You have to go to the doctor, you have to get certain ointments, you have to get...
certain ointment they call Whitfield ointment.
Right. You have to get it. So this is one. Another is body lice. And we call it louse here. But you get body lice, and you can get them in your clothing, in your bedding, in your pubic areas, and all those stuff. And as far as they say, it is the hardest thing to get rid of.
I mean,
it
is something that is really, really. I mean, I've heard of it. I've never had it, you know, and thank God for that, because these things and them. I mean, if somebody has it, it's clear, right? And maybe, as you say, like being on the bus.
It crawls. Yes, and yes.
Yeah. So you see,
parents may have it, and they're sleeping on the bed or the children is sleeping on the bed with them. Their children gets it. Because it's a little crawly. You ever see what a lice look like or a louse look like? It is a little crawly thing with a lot of legs moving. You get it in your head, you get it wherever there is hair, it hides. Your eyebrows and everything. And sometimes people don't know that they have it because I don't know how to explain.
Make you itch and
everything. And
That's
sometimes
what
you're itching and you think that, well, why am I itching? And so
itching.
check
Yeah.
your hair, your eyebrows, wherever
And
you have
understand
hair,
it's
check.
difficult to really see with the naked eyes. at
Yes,
times.
yes, it is.
Yeah.
So again, this is one of the things that you can get from not bathing. Body lice. It says chronic diarrhea. And you may not believe that not washing your hands or anything, you can get this. But then again, if you don't wash your hands and you eat, whatever you eat, it makes you sick. And our body has a tendency to remove stuff when you don't like it. Because sometimes it happens to me, it happens to any one of us, that sometimes you eat something and your body don't like it, you end up in the bathroom and it's like I give you a royal flush.
Yeah.
That chronic diarrhea, but this one here, you can go for at least 4 weeks when you have chronic diarrhea. So again, hand washing. To decay.
Yeah.
I was shocked when I heard about because if your hand is always, your fingers is always in your teeth and you push, and we like to have our hands next to our mouth and always, gum disease. And when you get gum disease, what do you call it, gingivitis and all this kind of thing, it is hard to get rid of these things.
Scurvy is one of the gum disease too, I think. Yes.
Scurvy and rickets and the very all these things in him. It's called, and there's one called folliculitis, the inflamed hair follicles. All this, because guess what? Our hands and our fingernails, we're always scratching, always itching, and we're always scratching. This you can get from that. Pinworms or threadworms or sitworms. Just I don't know if you ever had it or if you've seen it. I remember when we were going to school in an RC school, and you used to see children and they're wiggling and they're wiggling and they're wiggling because there's that worm inside that is trying to get out. It's called pinworm. And then you see sometimes you go home and they pull and that long white worm comes out inside of you.
Yeah.
Pinworms. Not washing your hands can cause this also. It's called pinworms or threadworms or sitworms. You sit and you could get it from animals, from dogs and all those kind of things. And then, so yeah, we love up our pets and everything, and there's no wrong there. But you have to know when you finish, soap and water, make that your best friend. Yeah. Scabies again. It's a contagious, intense, itchy skin condition. You get it from a little mite that goes in your skin, and you get scabies, and it looks like patchy. If you fear skin, you will see red thing and dry and all over your skin. All of this. And here there are 2 kickers. I'll give you the one before the last. Ringworms. You can get that too. And you see a lot of people with ringworms.
That is dangerous, really dangerous.
Wrong things are on your skin, your face, your head, your neck, your everything. And it has a sort of thing that, like it raise bumps around it. Ringworms.
And you really contract it in drains that are not flowing. The water is not really flowing. So after a while, it just stay and it build up in the drain. So anytime you see a kind of reddish kind of area in the drain, thing just...
And hear what it says. It is a highly contagious fungal infection of the skin and scalp. So you get it in your head, and like I say, your skin, you're all over the place. You see like a ringworms.
Yes. Yeah.
And here this one, the last one, UTIs, or urinary tract infection, that affects the bladder, the kidney, the urethra. And a lot of us has UTIs. And the first thing somebody will jump up and say to you, oh, you had sex with somebody else and you had sex and nah. That's not what caused it. It is sometimes what you eat, what you wear, what medication you take. All these can cause UTIs because it affects your blood. And people that have urinary tract infection, you will know, they pee every minute you want to pee, and the pee burns. Yeah. And sometimes it comes with bleeding while you're peeing. It burns, and it's not a lot of pee. You want to pee so bad, you go and just and pee. So there again, it says cranberry juice helps it. But sometimes you have it so bad, you have to end up in the doctor's office or in the hospital for them to give you something else to, what do you call it, Cipro, to get it. I had it one time and I'm like, well, what is this? Because every minute you want to pee. And you go in and you burn like no tomorrow. So when I went by the doctor, I says, well, what's this? And he says, you must have won something. Because, okay, let me tell you people, we like nice undies, nice underwear, like nice panties. We like the silk and the lace and see worse underwear to wear if you do not have cotton crutch attached to it. So we may look down on the cotton panties, but let me tell you, you're saving yourself a trip to the doctor. Because it needs to breathe. And if you have the silk panties and the wad lacy panties, and they're nice to look at and so, but they're not very happy when you put it on because you can get UTIs. So again, all this, and again, if you don't wash your hands, and you will end up with it.
You realize washing your hands is key.
Lorna just called washing hands. Because they tell you when you have a cold, wash your hands. Yeah. You come from the bathroom, wash your hands. You're going to touch somebody, wash your hands. You're going to bathe, after you bathe your child, when you wash your hand and you're putting it, you have to protect that hands of yours, because this is the number one spreader of mostly all diseases that you can come across. Your hands, and not washing it. And sometimes we wash it too much. Yeah, we get dry hands. That's why they have petroleum jelly, and they have all this thing to keep, and CeraVe lotion and all this kind of thing to keep your hand moist, because again, in the hospital, doctors and nurses, and so you can ask your sister, she's a nurse, look at the condition of her hands, because you always have to keep washing your hands, because from patient to patient to patient, you have to touch. You have to keep washing. It says, even something as simple as hand washing can have a significant positive impact on your health, according to WHO, which is the World Health Organization. Hands are the main surface for disease transmission. Yep. We cannot say that enough. Mm-hmm. In many places, diarrhea from disease is the main cause of death for children. However, a review of data by the CDC, that is the Central for Disease Control, showed that hand washing with soap can cause a 42% to 47% reduction in instances of diarrhea in children. When you have young children going to daycare or anything, when it's time to eat, everybody lines up. Hand washing. You have to wash your hands, and they don't let them children wash their hands in hot water or warm water, cold water, because for the reduction of burns, and so you don't want them washing their hands in hot water. So they wash their hands. But you hear what it says? 42 to 47% reduction in diarrhea in children, gastro, and all this thing.
Yeah. Foot and mouth.
Oh, I cannot stress enough. Wash those. Wash your hands.
Just the last time we had some developing cases with foot and mouth that was
and foot and mouth disease, it eats your body, it actually does.
In our preschool.
Yeah.
But I think it must have come back under control now. But
you can control it, yeah.
Yeah, that was really a concern that was happening.
But again, you see, World Health Organization, the Center for Disease Control, they're saying, wash those. It doesn't take a lot. Sometimes you have a bucket of water, you toss some, put some soap, wash your hands. And it is funny. I wear rings, I like rings and stuff. But let me tell you, if I'm going to the kitchen to do anything, everything is off.
Yeah.
Everything, rings off, everything. Because these things, they hold bacteria more than anything else. Yeah. I clean them as often as I possibly can. I put them in rubbing alcohol and stuff because it kills things. But I do my part for me and the people around me.
But listen what usually happens sometimes. Sometimes some people being out there, they walk in and they get home and they're so hungry, they're so eager for the food that they will forfeit washing their hands. But it is important to just have that little patience and wash the hands before you go to pull your bowl and your spoon.
We have a call. Good morning.
Coffee in the morning.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm all over the world.
I know.
Hey, Jester.
Hey, Happy New Year, sir.
Hey, cool, you know, man.
Yes.
Happy New Year's to everybody, you know, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, interesting topic. But a question that I need to ask, and it may sound sarcastic, but I'm going to ask it. You know, sometimes you look in our society and we see a lot of people that does not really take any interest in personal hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people. But when you look at the number of these people that are so careless and don't take any interest in personal hygiene, some of them doesn't carry kind of clothes the way my wear pants for 2-3 days are short and they ain't care. Pick up a mango and they go and they wipe it on the short and they eat it. You know, they go by a supermarket, just buy an apple, they come and they wipe it on the short, they just eat it one time. They open a drink, they just, without no wiping, they just drink it. And when you look at the population of these people, and these people, some of them are hardly finally getting sick. They hardly ending up in front of the doctor to pay the bill. And they for years and years like old Motel 3 there and dying. And many of us that take this particular care with personal hygiene, and that is good. And that is good. You have to really take that care with personal hygiene is concerned. Do you ever do that study that most of these people that take that great interest in the personal hygiene, to always wash your hand, make sure you do this, and make sure, you know, these are the people that come along with the disease faster. I just always be puzzled by that, you know.
No need to be puzzled. Now,
Why it is. Typical example.
Mm-hmm.
For example, you see a vagrant, I mean, I don't want to call them vagrant, you know. They just fall to the crack in these people every day, and you hardly hear it there, you hardly end up inside hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that we have to live like them, but I just find it very strange for me. I don't know if there is an explanation for that, Claire.
Mm-hmm. You were listening?
Yeah, so I'm going to listen outside.
Okay.
Thanks. Right.
Now, he brought this point up, and a lot of people think the same as he does. But when, you know, they says when the going get tough, the tough get going.
Yeah.
When you have nowhere to stay, nowhere to sleep or anything, and you're out there in the elements, and you eat whatever you find, you see the thing that they call the immune system? After a while, the first set of time, the first 2 times or 3, or the first year they do it, nobody pays attention to what is happening to them health-wise. Because as it says, we don't want to call them vagrant, but they're on the street and they have nowhere to go. Yet the system went through the whole changes until it gets used to it. So it builds the immune system. So after a while, nothing is going to affect them because the immune system is used to eating out of the garbage bin, just doing lying on the side of the road. They get everything. Now you and I that take the road to stay healthy and everything, anything at all that we do that goes off is going to make us sick. We're going to know because we did not ourselves. We're not conditioned to do what they are doing. Now, if I don't say for a week or so, I eat straight junk food, burgers and stuff like that, my system is going to go into shock for the first few times. And after that, guess what? If I keep eating it, then my immune system gets used to it. It won't do anything to me. And that's what it is. It has to do with your immune system and what causes it to build up or to break down. And even though they don't wash their hands and they eat and they dig garbage can and they eat after people and all this kind of thing, the system is so cooked in whatever it is that they do that it doesn't affect them in any way or form. And as you say, you see them on the side of the road, they're sick. Because, again, we don't know if they are sick or not because there's no doctors to say that they're suffering with anything at all. But we that try to eat clean and healthy, we are the one that go through because our system is on one plateau and theirs are on another. So my immune system is built based on what I eat on a daily basis regularly. Theirs is also built on what they do and what they eat on a regular basis. Yeah. I hope you get the answer.
Oh, yes. I think that's fair enough.
So let's take a commercial break and we shall be right back.
word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantimel in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share.
And we are back, Jester. So now we are going to where it says improve overall health, washing hands and so what you can, how you're going to improve overall health and going through different things. And I you notice that people are not calling. And it's not that we're talking about hand washing and so on, it's offending them. I think they're just listening to the things that the diseases and so that can start by us not washing our hands and the things that our body can go through by not doing the proper hygienic thing. It says, another point, improves overall health and wellness. It says, personal hygiene helps you protect against certain diseases. It also brings a higher level of overall health and wellness. Your immune system and other essential systems within your body can function better if they are not being bombarded by preventable infections caused by poor hygiene practices. Also, proper hand washing, again, can limit the danger of contracting a cold or flu virus. Your hygiene practices can also affect those around you. If you're preparing food, caring for children, or working on surfaces used by others, unwashed hands may transmit bacteria, a virus, or other illness to those who are close to you.
Yeah, again, it comes back to
Hand washing,
the
washing
hands,
those
son.
hands. I'm telling you, it is, we don't know how to say it even worse or better, because it all comes down to this. This is the number one carrier of all, or 99.9999% of diseases and viruses.
But Claire, that's the part of your body too that that gives and brings on from your body, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And it also brings, that's the part that is most occupied of your body, most utilized, most utilized.
Yes, your hands.
Part of your body.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why when when food places fails or succeed, it's because of hygienic practices. Because you have to always wash the surface of where you are. You always have to have your hands, you wash your hands. Because I'm telling you, if I go to buy food somewhere, people don't know that I'm going to expose my secret. I always watch their hands, their fingernails, their teeth, their eyes, their everything before I venture into buying things to eat.
Yeah. And let's stick up in there and let our listeners out there know. Like when they go to purchase, especially canned drinks, right? I will never go anywhere and purchase a canned drink and just
open it and drink
pop it and just drink from it.
I know.
That is dangerous.
Very.
You have to, I usually ask them to wash it out, because what does end up happening when these things that are in storerooms, sometimes a rotten thing pass on these drinks and them and drop their rat pee and then so it carries and you can contract leptospirosis.
That's the disease. I can't pronounce the word, but that one.
It's a very dangerous disease, man.
And it kills you. It kills you.
Yeah.
And I just said storeroom. I remember when I was in Canada, we had to go. There's a place that they had a restaurant, and the food people pass, the environment people pass, and they gave them a warning to clean up the thing. They had cases of them stored in the bathroom of all places. And when you look at the thing, dust and, as you say, droppings of, and hence the reason why they had to clean up their, otherwise they were going to close them down. Because when you're dealing with the public is totally unaware of what they're eating or where it's coming from. Unless you don't see it for yourself. Like you go to, I like going to the Japanese and those people when you're buying your Thai food and stuff, because you see them right in front of you. They're doing the chicken and you see what they're doing. Then if you ask for something, and another thing I don't buy sandwiches that sit in there and it says, okay, I'm buying a sandwich. I don't want to see you, make it for me, please. I'm weird like that, but hence the reason why I'm alive. To tell. Yeah, I'm weird like that. Make it for me, please, that I can see what it is you're doing. Because sometimes you put things in there and you don't know what is in there or anything, and you buy it and you eat it, you get sick.
Yeah.
You know? It is, and if you're going to get a canned drink and you don't have the water and so to what, ask for a straw and make sure that straw is in a protective case, like it has paper on it. So when you pop it, and even just when I'm getting a straw to drink thing, I don't just take my hands and pull it out, I keep pushing the paper all the way down until the straw is clear of my hands. Because not every time I have water to wash, but I have wipes. I'm always walking with wipes and so in my bag, because I know I'm OCD like that when it comes to my health and cleanliness and so. So I always walk with things that I can clean my hands and clean my surroundings. And if I sit somewhere and I think I just take my wet wipe and I wipe the area that I'm sitting in too. Because maybe I am going to die, you know. I know that.
We
My
all have to.
thing,
We all have
my
to.
thing just is not about dying, you know. My thing is about suffering, getting sick and suffering for me to die. No.
Excuse me.
If it comes and it says boom and that's it, you're gone, I'm okay.
Interesting.
No, I'm
Very
telling you.
interesting.
But for me to be sick and
Yeah,
suffering and
yeah.
going through this when it could be avoided, this is what my main thing is about, looking after my health. Because I don't want to lie in a bed and people have to look after me and all this kind of thing. If I'm going, just send me off.
Okay. So as a result, I cannot get where you're going with that. So if we don't display the proper hygiene, and then we can contract certain diseases that can lead it, cause it to suffer. Okay.
Because things like the rat thing that you talk about,
Yeah,
there,
leptospirosis
if it
is a
don't
very,
kill you,
very
it affects your nervous
Yeah.
system.
Yeah, if they don't catch up with it very early in time to deal with it, it can kill you.
Yes, and if it doesn't kill you, it affects your nervous system, and you're never the same. You know, you're not like the.
Without cutting it was only a couple of days ago, a little guy from the St. Andrews area told me that he survived it, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a very dangerous. This is, and with you see, we go about our lives so happy-go-lucky, as they say, that we don't really pay attention. Not much of us pay attention to what they tell you. Oh, one dead is a dead. Yeah, I know that, but not one suffering is a suffering. Because when you get diseases, and some diseases you don't die instantly.
Yeah.
You suffer, you're in pain, you're miserable. And guess what? When you are that way, the person that is around you, that is taking care of you, they feel the brunt of your frustration. Because you watching me, I'm up and I'm vibrant and I'm lying in a bed here and look at you take it. You get upset with me when I am not the one that caused what you're going through. Sometimes you don't even cause it yourself. But we have to pay attention to our well-being. And we can start today by always keeping in mind that if I wash my hands regularly, I will survive. I may survive.
And then maybe again you start observing probably where you eat from, who you eat from, where you eat from.
Yes, that too. Veronica Edwards, good morning to you. She says, not drinking enough water could lead to UTI also. So UTI again comes when your system is not flushed properly. You might be drinking a lot of acidic drinks, a lot of acidic juices and not drinking water. All these acidic things causes you to, even when you go to the doctors and they give you antibiotics, that can cause UTI also. Because it's harsh for your body, so it causes you to get UTI. So a lot of things that we do with our bodies can cause a lot of things to happen to us that we pay no attention to.
But Claire, another important thing of what we should consume that will deal with our hygiene is drinking a regular amount of water.
Yes, water
very
is key.
Important. Yeah.
We have a call. Good morning.
Good morning, my dear.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I could remember schooling in St. Patrick Anglican School. Inspection for fingernail. Inspection, you have to say, for teeth. Inspection for hair. Especially with those boys. You see the teacher take a lead pencil and he shove it through the hair. He say, go outside, go and comb your hair. You did not comb your hair. Early in school, they teach you what to do. Hygiene. Wash your hands. Make sure you have a proper bath. Claire, you have some people they bathe in, but better they don't bathe, you know.
It's true too.
It's true, yeah, because we talked about it earlier. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know of somebody. They tell me they sit down on a bus. And I don't have to say what again.
I know. I hear you.
And when they drop from the bus, they start to vomit.
Mm-hmm.
The scent.
Mm-hmm.
That is why we have to take care of ourselves. Don't sit down and let 9, 10, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you did not have a bath. Take it while you early. Sometimes you don't know what's taking place with you during the day. Sometimes somebody has to come and leave you, and you don't have a good sense. Practice proper hygiene. And you're talking about eating from people, be careful where you eat. That's one of the most important things. Sometimes you see me on the road, I'm looking so nice, so good. What you laughing?
No, go ahead. Moans.
And when you reach home, you don't even want some water. Be careful.
Thanks, Moons. Thank you.
Have a good day.
All right.
Thank you.
No, she's making some very valid points.
No, but it's true.
Bernadette Abraham, good morning to you. You know, very, very valid points because not a lot of us don't really, and I cannot say the person nasty. I could open my mouth and say they're nasty, but there are messy people and there are nasty people. Sometimes your place can be messy. You just didn't do what you have to do instantly. You have clothes, a pants here, a shirt there, your place can be messy. But when your place could be nasty when you're not cleaning it at all, things are all over, you are not afraid for your own self. I think rats are not afraid to come inside your house. You understand? So there's a difference. And like Mona said, people might see me walking in the street and say, she always looking this, go and see where she stayed. But I'm welcoming you to come and see where I'm staying. I don't want to look clean on the outside, just walking. I have my place sparkling clean. And Jester? Jester, you could back me up and say whether it's true or not.
Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true.
But
like, the thing about it, I would have known of some individuals who in the past, I don't think they're like that now, because I do see them around and then it's not like that yet. But when you have a bad perspiration, it doesn't mean that they're bathing, but they still have that bad perspiration. I think I heard they say one of the solutions of it, you're supposed to get a hard bread, cut it into, put it below your arm, and then you walk ahead and don't look back. You heard about it?
Yeah, I heard about that too. But no, the thing is, there is a difference in that. When you're younger, like you're at the age of 10, 12, we get no call. Good morning. Hello?
Good morning, CJ.
Good morning. How your song as you're deep under your cover like that and you're just waking up?
Good morning, Jester.
Good morning to you, my dear lady. Happy New Year to you.
Good morning, and Happy New Year to my Real FM family.
Good morning.
Yeah.
CJ.
Yes, ma'am.
CJ, retirement is good, eh?
It is. It is a lovely thing.
CJ, I stay under the cover when I want. I come out under the cover when I want.
I hear you, ma'am. Say no more. Say no more. I know you're singing as you're deep under it. You just put your head out to call. I envy you at all. I'm happy for you.
CJ, the topic this morning. Hygiene. I'm going to say something, and who vex.
Okay, let's go.
CJ, today is the 2nd of January. Yesterday was the 1st of January, and we know you had party all about. CJ, I am 100%. I don't like to say 100 and more, because anything 100 and more percent is bullshit.
Okay.
CJ, I am 100% sure there are a lot of people in the workplace this morning that didn't take a proper bath to go to work. Who vex?
No, you're not wrong. You are not wrong.
We've been partying the whole night, partying the whole day yesterday. But CJ,
a lot of people believe like going in the shower and washing down with soap and water makes them clean.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't use a washcloth when they go to the shower.
Mm-hmm.
They just wet. They take the soap, they pass it in the hand, and they pass it over the body, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, there are some areas in our body that people don't pay attention to. And you
According
know
to
what
the
does trigger
mama
me?
parts, the papa parts, and the baby parts.
You know what does really piss me off is when you hear some people say, "Look at me, I'm flawless. I'm flawless." They're flawless. But the air, when you see them on the street, brown dumpling rolling out from the air.
Oh gosh.
CJ, you are just no, I don't say it as it is.
Oh gosh.
I'm
Brown
not
dumpling
joking.
alone.
I'm not laughing. Brown dumpling rolling up on the air. Some of them, they have long hair in the nostril.
Oh gosh.
And the mucus.
No, please stop. Please stop. Stop.
No. No, CJ, I'm serious. I am serious.
I know.
CJ,
I see it too.
No. I'm telling you. There's a part in our body we call the navel. Some of us only stone inwardly.
Mm-hmm. You have to clean that too.
A lot of people don't pay attention
And it smells.
to that area.
Mm-hmm. It smells bad.
Yeah.
And that area attracts a lot of bacteria.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of bacteria. You speak about the fingernail, you speak about the toenail. People bathe and they don't wash behind the ear.
Mm.
They don't wash behind the ear. We have, during the COVID time, we talk about the coughing and sneezing and everything. You have people coughing, and they coughing in their bare hands.
Mm-hmm. And they wipe it on the pants.
Their bare hands. And they wipe it on their pants. They wipe it on their bare hands. You know, see, there we have persons who take their little finger and stick it in the air, rub it in the air, and when the finger comes from the air, they put it in the mouth.
I know, I've seen it. Yes. And the nose too. I see it. I don't want to talk.
You know, and these are the little things a lot of people don't pay attention to.
I know. I didn't talk about it purposely because I don't want to talk about it.
It's part of.
No, we have.
Yeah, we have to.
If we're talking about hygiene,
yeah, I know.
we have to talk about it because some people doing it and they feel that it's okay.
It's not okay. It's not.
In their nose.
Sometimes you drive in and you see.
Hand in their nose.
Sometimes you ever pass in and you drive in and you see somebody in the car and their hands, their fingers straight up and they say, okay, they Pumbaa digging for gold.
How the hand come from the nose and the air is straight in the mouth?
Oh,
you understand?
I understand. I see it. I see it.
This is reality. This is not no joke thing.
No, it's not.
It happens every day. The armpit. A lot of people don't take care of the armpit.
I believe you should shave the hair underneath your
Yeah,
armpit.
because
it
the
holds
hair,
stuff. Shave it.
Mm-hmm.
CJ, I am the type of person that sees it as it is, and who vexes.
But it's true, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right about everything you said.
I tell somebody once, I'm making sure I don't carry my grandchildren under my arm.
Your family?
I don't carry my grandchildren under my arm. Because some of them, when you see the hair under the armpit, the amount of thing that is
in turn yellow, gray, all kind of thing.
I mean, no. I'm saying that's why I say who vex. I'm saying it as it is, and these are the programs we need to enlighten persons, and persons would tell themselves, well, persons would be saying, hey, what the lady's saying, she chewing what she.
No, but it's true. It is true.
Enlightening you.
Yes.
So that would help you to do better. You could be spotless, you could be what, but there are areas that you need to take care of.
Especially behind your ear and inside your ear. Because sometimes we as women, we have this hair thing and we wear shower cap. But let me tell you, I make sure every morning I clean behind my ear. When I come from the shower with cotton pads, I wipe that and I clean inside and because sometimes when I watch my S&M is shining as though greased with motor oil because I clean it. And your belly button, that's why we have Q-tips. Push that Q-tip inside and spin it around. Sometimes you see the stuff that come out inside there, you wonder, well, with no harbor in army of something inside there. You have to clean those places. And I'm with you, but it's just that I can't stand to see you driving along, you turn on the left and you see somebody's finger deep inside the nose and you're like, ew.
Especially that belly button, if it is turned
Mhm.
inside. Remember, the water passes there straight.
It flush
So you have
flush
to
over
get
it,
in
yes.
there. You have to get in there and clean in there. And a lot of people don't do that. They don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
They jump in the shower. They, as they say, a wet and a soap out. They jump in the shower, they wet, they soap out, and then they come out. They cream up and everything, and they looking nice.
Okay.
But these,
It is 9
some
o'clock,
people
eh?
even are using.
And I'm called back
Yes,
because we're going to
that's
continue on this. It's 9 o'clock. I have to do the news and then we'll come back on the topic, okay?
The program continues.
Yes,
But I'll
until
call
10.
back.
Yes, please call back.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest news update as produced by Triple N. The details when I return.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Welcome back locally. Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell has confirmed that there will be a cabinet reshuffle in the new year. This announcement comes approximately 18 months after his cabinet ministers took the oath of office after winning the 2022 general elections and 8 months after he gave up the ministerial portfolio of finance minister. In 2023, that's April 2023, Prime Minister Mitchell gave up the Ministry of Finance portfolio to Dennis Cornwall and took up Cornwall's ministerial portfolio of Infrastructure and Fiscal Development, Public Utilities, Civil Aviation and Transportation. In the region in Trinidad and Tobago, the law enforcement platforms are all queued up, well-trained and ready to rumble all 2024. This is the reassurance that the Minister of National Security Fitzgerald Hines is giving to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago.
Minister of National Security Fitzgerald Hines says he's entering 2024 with more optimism than he did this year.
Because if you permit me a metaphor, I think we at National Security have spent some time in the gym. We've done some gym work. We've put on some thighs, we've put on some chest, we've put on some muscle, we've sturdied up our backbone by providing more training to our police officers and members of the law enforcement, the defense force.
He is assuring the public that the law enforcement agencies are working assiduously to combat the issue of crime in the country.
They go everywhere in the world and get the most up-to-date training that you can imagine. And the technologies, we have improved the laws, we have improved the criminal justice system in the ways we have just agreed. In terms of the Forensic Science Center, we have improved our technique.
Further underscoring their commitment to get to the root of crime, he says the Attorney General is working on a controlled deliveries bill.
Because in this business environment of gun trafficking and human trafficking and drug trafficking, sometimes the police want to get undercover and involved. So this law now will protect the police officers who have to go inside of these deals and arrangements.
Around the globe, Ethiopia has signed a deal with Somalia's breakaway region of Somaliland to secure access to the Red Sea. The deal is expected to mean Ethiopia will be allowed to use a coastal military base. Somaliland's president says in return, Ethiopia will officially recognize Somaliland. Al Jazeera's Alexandria Byers reports.
Ceremony in Addis Ababa brought the leaders of both Ethiopia and the breakaway territory of Somaliland closer to long-sought goals.
This
will be the starting point for our cooperation with the brotherly people of Somaliland to grow and develop together in cooperation and ensure our common security. As we've repeatedly stated previously, we don't wish to use force on anyone. Rather, we'll use what we have cooperatively.
The Memorandum of Understanding leases Ethiopia port facilities on Somaliland's Red Sea coast. Access to the ocean has been an Ethiopian priority since Eritrea became independent 3 decades ago, leaving Ethiopia's remaining territory landlocked. Somaliland's president says that in return, Ethiopia will recognize his territory's independence. Somaliland declared autonomy from the rest of Somalia in 1991, but is still claimed by Mogadishu.
Thank you, Alexandria. In sports, Rafael Nadal impressed on his long-awaited return after almost a year out with injury as he beat Dominic Thiem at the Brisbane International. The 37-year-old contesting his first singles match since a second-round loss in the Australian Open 349 days ago sealed a 7-5, 6-1 win. This ends the latest news update as produced by Triple N. I am your presenter Maxine Entwine, thanking you for joining us.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Tourism is me. Tourism is you. Tourism is everybody. And tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and facilitates cultural exchange among people?
You must know tourism is linked to all industries,
from agriculture to construction.
So support the industry today and be welcoming to all our visitors.
Tourism is my business. Tourism is your business. Tourism is our business. Listen one and all. Tourism connects us all.
A message from the Ministry of Tourism
and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantemelle in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk? Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk?
Jester, we are back. Let me say good morning to Sis B and Bro B in the track over there at Plains. Good morning to you. Thank you for listening. Good morning to you, Kit Sylvan. I think we have a call back on here. Let's go. Good morning to you again. Go right ahead. Are you hearing me? Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes, let me just continue. Jester made a very good point there, where he said that in opening canned drinks, he wash it before he open, but not only canned drinks. All canteens should be washed properly before opening it. I do that.
I do that too.
And yeah, you wash it properly because the thing about it, we take it up from the supermarket and we go home with it and we store it there. Yes, our homes, we may not have the rat and the mice and thing in our homes, but we don't know what takes place in the supermarkets, especially at night time.
Yeah.
When these people come out to have their meeting and they come out to congregate, we don't know what
I
takes
know,
place.
I know. I know.
So
But
that's why we have to be very careful.
Hold on. You know what's funny
And
about this? Hold on, let me say this. During the COVID, everybody that went to the grocery store washed the daylight out of everything that they came home with. Why did we stop? Why? It was for our own health, you know, and it's still for our own health.
CG, I wash my wares after I finish using it and everything. And would you believe if I go to take a cup to
You
do
rinse it
something,
out
I wash
still?
it over.
Yes, I
take
do
a
the
glass,
same.
I rinse it over. A spoon, a fork, a pot, everything, I wash it over because that becomes part of me.
It is, yes. I thought
You
I was the only
understand?
mad
So I
person, but I have
wash
half
it.
company, boy.
I wash it. I wash it before I use it. I wash it after I use it. And that is very, very, very important. For this 2024, I want to advise persons to do a lot of home cooking. Do a lot of home cooking. CJ, somebody sent me a video last night. And it is of a restaurant. You heard us say in the night when these people and them come out to congregate and have their meeting and discuss what they would do. I don't talk, I ain't saying more.
I hear you.
I ain't saying more. So my advice to persons, do a lot of home cooking. You know you cook that food. You know you prepare that food. And it is you that is going to eat that food.
But hear this again.
It is said,
Go ahead.
It is said, not all that glitter is gold. The food may appear to be appetizing, it might be looking good or so, but the preparation of it is what you're not
That's key.
sure
Yes.
about.
Thank you so much.
You're not sure about.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you.
And persons, take time out. Take time out to take care of your body, take care of yourself. Trying to look good, trying to beautify, trying to do this. Pay
Surface.
attention to the areas. Pay attention to the areas that people would not be seeing. The areas that people would not be seeing. Pay close and more attention to these areas. I see that you on a bus, eh? Everybody will weave, everybody will breathe, and you on a bus and you sitting next to person and you
I
you
know.
turning left, you turning right, because the scent from the head,
Yes.
we sweat a lot in our head.
Yes, we
sweat
do.
a lot in our head. You know how many times I go to bed with my hair wet, my head wet? I wash my hair.
Yeah. That's a
wash my
clean
hair.
thing to do.
Yeah, I wrap it up in a towel. Then when you put me weave and thing, I wrap it up in a towel, put another towel on the bed and the pillow, and I like and I go to sleep. Me hair wet. There are some people who don't wash the braids and the weave and thing in their head at all, CJ.
I know.
They don't wash it.
I know.
I don't know why.
Because I think too, from experience, I wear braids, and when you see me, I'm the braid queen. When you wash your head with braids on, it tends to get all roly-poly. But there's a technique to washing your hair if you don't want it to look like a ragamuffin.
Exactly.
You have to wash it. Because you can put shampoo in a bowl with little water and a toothbrush. And you go through your scalp and you wash it. Then you go under the shower, wherever, and you just let it, we wash it down. Massage your scalp while you're doing to get this stuff out. And right after that, the thing they call durag, you tie your hair right back and let it dry. Your hair comes out as though it was never touched. And a lot of people don't know how to do the washing of the braids and everything, so they keep it there. And what they don't realize too, the products that they're using in the hair has a smell. It makes it smell really good. But when that and sweat meets, heaven help you on your head. Because it gives off a serious odor that you do not like for yourself. And if you cannot smell your own head, then everybody else around you going to smell it for you. And with you.
Yeah.
So we have to start from head to toe.
Exactly. One of the things, CJ, you have persons working various fields. They sweat. And when they come home, they take off that clothes, put it to dry, and put it on next day to go to work. No, CJ, no.
I know. We spoke about it earlier this morning. We did. Yes, it happens. Yes. I mean, they used to have a cologne. Those guys used to go to McDonald's College.
We have too much soap and water ingredient.
Yes.
We have too much soap and water ingredient for that.
But I know, I understand what you're saying, because my friend Steve that passed, when we used to go to school, there was that running joke. So, somebody that have the smell, their body odor, their perspiration really smell, and they think they're asking them, wait, now what perfume you use, Seven Dwarf? And you like a stupid, you answer, yes. They say, well, all the dwarf dead. All the dwarf dead, and now you, I'm so... And then they were bad like that. But we have to, listen, I firmly believe, unless my smell is going bad, but I have to smell myself first.
Yeah, I think that's...
I have to smell if I'm smelling good or smelling bad. I got to smell. And there's a journal called Degree. When it just came out, they used to say, if you show, put your hands up. I, Claire Joseph, can sit right here and put my hands up any given day at any given time. Because guess what? I bathe very regular. I remove all hairs under my arm and everything, because what you don't realize, the hair under your arms and your pubic area holds sweat. People get rid of it. You're not going to make you like Samson or whoever. Samson had his own strength. You have your own strength. Remove the hair, especially if you are somebody that works out and you sweat in places that you shouldn't be sweating in. Remove it. Remove. REMOVE. Remove it.
CJ, as an individual, it wouldn't hurt if anybody raised the arm and smell under the armpit, or put their hands together and blow in their hand.
Mama, you're preaching to the choir. I'm singing that film song every live long day. I'm singing, believe me. Yeah.
It's simple.
Yes.
You put your hands together, you blow into your hand,
you will
you'd
smell.
get the smell. You'd know, well, okay, my breath isn't good.
Get a gum at the moment or a mint for the moment. Or get something.
People
But
don't have to tell us that these are things we know. These are things we should be doing.
let me
to
tell you
help us
something.
take care of ourselves.
I lost a friend just like that. And I say to him after that, I said, you know what, if you want to walk around stink, go stink. That ain't not my business anyway. I thought we were friends because I said only friends can say that to their friend. And I know him and he wasn't smelling that way when I know him, but a couple times he come over to where I was sitting and, I said, and I didn't say it, oh, you're stinking anyway. I asked him, I says, did you wear your sweater more than once? He says, no, why? I said, okay. I said, did you use deodorant this morning? Why are you asking me this? I said, well, I've never smelled you like that before, but somehow, you're not smelling the way. Oh, he took offense and he went on and he went and I sit there and I said, you know what? It's you that people will say stink when you pass by. I said, I have nothing to do with that. That's your business. And he didn't talk to me for a long time, and I didn't make a big deal about it because I'm saying I'm trying to tell you something to make you better for yourself, and you're taking offense. And I understand. If I had said it to him in a crowd and you get upset with me, fine, but close quarters, and I said that to you. So just if you're smelling and I say to you, you smell and you get vexed with me, that's your business. Go ahead, walk and stink all over the place. Let people say, oh, you see Jester when you pass it, turn your head because Jester stink. You understand?
At times, having to point out certain hygienic practices that or lack thereof, it's such a sensitive thing. You have to know
the
how.
person. Yeah, I don't know the person.
I know you have some people because they don't know how to tell a person something about that. It goes on because they don't know how to.
But do you think that is right though? Because you yourself don't want to be around that person because you see that person smells all the time. You don't want to be around them. I will take the blows. And I'll come straight to you and tell you because I'm coming to you and tell you. I'm not telling you over the air saying everybody. You see when you see Jester sting, those things. I'm coming to you as my friend, and I give you the permission to do the same to me. You understand?
Yeah.
This is what true friendship is all about. They will take it in the wrong context because you see they don't want anybody to make them feel that they stink or anything. But when they really sit and think about it and they start raising up their arm and smell themselves, they will know what you're saying is true. And don't take offense to it. It's how you tell them and where you tell them. And that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Miss Ferguson.
That is it. Exactly.
We're going to chat.
You have a good day, darling.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
So you see, yes, I understand it's how you say things to people. And because if I just come to you and say, Jester, you stink, knock me out. I'm telling you, knock me out because you're going to like, well, Claire, what is this? You couldn't tell me that better? But if I come to you and I say, hey, Jester, what gives you? I never smelled you smelling like that before. Yeah. Did you use a different deodorant? Because let me tell you, the deodorants that we use, after our body gets used to it, it makes you smell too, It's time to change. Because if you're using Secret, and I know that personally about me, if I use one deodorant for a long time, it loses its effects afterwards, and I'm saying, Claire, you smelling? So I know to change it. It's not that I'm not bathing and I'm not putting on clean clothes. It's just my body gets used to what I'm using before. So it just letting me know. So I have to change it to something new. And then when that run is course again, you have to keep changing because your body has this hormones and this thing that it secretes out there. And sometimes what you give it, it doesn't like it. Just as when you eat garlic and you burp, who come in and meet you? Garlic. Yeah. So you have to know that I don't eat garlic because he doesn't like me. I don't eat smoky and he doesn't like me either. Because every time I eat it and I burp, it's what coming out in my breath. So I know he doesn't like me. So I stay away from things like that. But we have to know ourselves and know that there are things that we have to do to make ourselves clean and be proper around everybody else. Because you maybe could stand how you smell. That doesn't mean that I could stand how you smell because I tell you my stomach heaves a lot of the time, and when I smell things that my stomach like is obviously I'm going to let go my ego. You understand?
Yeah.
So it says improves personal and professional relationship. Again, when personal hygiene. Poor hygiene may cause issues in social settings. Many people will find it unpleasant to be around someone with a bad body odor or breath. Others may feel that being around someone with inadequate hygiene will reflect poorly on their image in a workplace or social group. If you have poor hygiene, this avoidance dynamic can make career advancement difficult. Furthermore, it can isolate you both at work and socially. Those with good hygiene, however, will not experience this barrier when trying to connect with people socially to cooperate with co-workers professionally. Again, it comes down to our personal hygiene and how we look after ourselves. It affects us at work. It affects us in social gatherings. Because, Jester, the worst thing that could ever happen to you is to have bad breath and you're speaking to someone. Listen, your head keep going back and you keep going back and you keep going back and you're gone. And if the person is not aware that you are doing that, then something is totally wrong. Or sometimes you're there talking to someone and he says, you want a gum or you want a mint? The first thing they'll jump up and say, you have bad breath? I have bad breath? No, I was just offering you a mint. But people do offer you mint and gums when you have your breath is not very becoming. They do.
And to be clear,
I think that is worse than telling you have bad breath.
To me, that is more insulting.
But you see, these are the coward people like you that wouldn't tell me. No. You prefer to offer me a gum or a mint and say, you want a mint or you want... But again, in a subtle way, this is telling you to check yourself. Because if I'm speaking to you and I'm offering you a gum or a mint, that means all is not copacetic around your, around the area. So check yourself. We have to be aware of who we are. It's not rocket science.
It is about paying attention to your body and doing your body checks. Because the thing about it, sometimes based on what you eat again, sometimes the stomach or sometimes you didn't eat for a long period of time, so the gas in your stomach
still breath, coming up.
So that's why you always have to things like you could have mint, you could have your gums. I always like to have my gums in my van. Well, one thing you come and get in my van.
I know.
Get some gums.
Gum and mint. Or you could simply do that. And smell. And again, the key, you could brush your teeth 1,000,000 times for the day. Also, brush your tongue. This is where all the bacteria lies, in your tongue. So you might brush your teeth, but you then brush your tongue. Obviously, the breath is coming through there too. Brush your tongue. Get a tongue scraper. It is... all dentists has something. When you go to the dentist and they give you a toothbrush, say, can I have a scraper, please? They will give you, or use your toothbrush to brush, and don't just brush it the front of your tongue. The back is where all that thing is. Give it a good one. It may make you gag and so, but when you come out there, you think. Or, for your teeth, some of us, we let plaque build up on our teeth and you can see it. And get a spin brush.
That is what I was give the bad breath.
Yes, because food build up and you don't pay attention to it and you're there and you think. I believe in good hygiene and that's why I invest heavily in my toothbrushes. I have a spin brush, Jester. And when you come out, it's like fresh from the dentist feeling. Your teeth, I could pass my tongue, and my teeth is as smooth as ever because I get that good spin from it. And I also have a manual toothbrush because the spin brush on my tongue is going to kill me, I tell you. I tried it. I'm like, oh my gosh, can I stop? You're going zzz on your tongue and you're like, nah, it's not a good feeling. Use it on the teeth, but get your regular toothbrush and brush your tongue so you have two toothbrushes. One for the spin and one for the brush.
I like my toothbrush very hard.
And that's bad. You got to get soft, let me tell you. They're not telling you soft for anything bad because the hard brush is going to damage your gum and remove the enamel that protects your teeth. And sooner or later, you end up with a tooth decay, your teeth break, something, because you're removing the protective shell, which is the enamel on your teeth. So use this soft brush. And don't go, they didn't say to scrub your teeth, And that's the mistake a lot of us make. We scrub our teeth. Supposed to brush your teeth. That's why they didn't ask you a scrubbing brush. A brush. Brush your teeth.
When you eat certain things, you think this is a soft brush.
It works because you have to, when you eat something, then the toothbrush is not taking out the scent on your teeth. It is taking it on your tongue. And that's why we have good old floss.
Yeah, but we want a little piece of food particles
Floss. Yeah. That's why you do the FBI. You floss, you brush, and you irrigate. Or you brush, you floss, and you irrigate. The floss is to remove things that is stuck between your teeth. Because look at us. Most of us teeth are jammed together. And if you don't floss it, food that you don't even feel with your tongue, it's lodged in there. So you got to floss it, remove it, and then brush. Or brush, floss, wash out your mouth, and then irrigate. All these 3 things that you do on a daily basis protects your mouth in a hygienic way. Big time. Because if you're flossing, you're brushing, and you irrigate with Listerine or Scope or whichever one that you use, give it a good shake, your cheeks for 30 seconds. That helps you to avoid bad breath.
Bad breath, yeah.
It does. It works. So that's why I could open my mouth and grin like a fool anytime, because I irrigate all the time.
Like to laugh and
yes, and I mean, I don't want when I laugh anybody head going and it gone, and way gone. Yeah. No, not at all. And here again, it says, not brushing or not doing the hygienic things in your mouth and so can affect your social and professional acceptance. It says, personal cleanliness alone will not get you more friends or make a job promotion more likely. However, you might consider it a prerequisite for social and professional acceptance. Whether it is fair or not, good hygiene will help create an acceptable image with friends, professional peers, and decision makers at work, without the distraction of poor hygiene, making both social and professional connections easier. So nobody's going to stay away from you if you have good hygiene or so. When you don't have good hygiene, you don't practice good hygiene, you become isolated. People avoid you like the plague, like you have COVID-19 all over again. Yeah. They avoid you. And not only from your breath, it is from your armpit, it is from different places in your body. Sometimes, like the caller says, behind your ears. If you don't pay attention behind your ears, it smells also because water sits there. Even on your nose. When you take out your glasses, if you're wearing glasses, take out your glasses and you can get that smell from your glasses right where you're on your nose here, because we have that white thing on your nose that sits there. We have a call. That sits there, and if you don't squeeze it out, it smells like anything else. So we have to practice proper hygiene regardless of which part of our body it's in. Good morning.
Good morning, Claire.
Good morning. Thanks to have you on.
I just check in to make sure that you hear me clear.
I am hearing you crystal clear.
That you're clear.
Crystal.
I fell asleep this morning, trust me.
Oh, you did? Okay, I know. Is it the breeze that you're getting from the ocean? That's what?
My phone keeps switching. Sometimes I see when it's 7:30, showing 8:30. It seemed I was lagging an hour behind, and then it would just come back automatically to the right time. Okay. So I don't know what's happening to my phone over here.
Oh, okay.
But nice program.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Just shouting out a hi and Happy New Year.
Hello, and thank you so much. And enjoy your vacation, your mini vacation, and see you soon.
Oh my God, I can't wait. I don't want to come back.
Well, listen, home is home. La Homa is La Homa, Home is home, regardless of what. You will stay and don't want to come back, but remember, you have to come back. You have a husband waiting and you have a store to look after.
Yeah? Well, over here too, man. Everybody over here.
Really?
Over here.
Well, you have a store to look after. And you have Real FM to look after too. Yeah. So you got to be back.
Thank you. So,
all right.
Wishing Real FM all the best for the new year, all our fans.
Thank you so much.
Listeners, good morning and Happy New Year. I wish you all a blessed and productive 2024.
All righty.
So blessings.
Thank you.
So I'm not going to try and call next Tuesday. I hope I have to put my alarm to set early so I can do that.
Okay.
Okay, so
Thank
blessings.
You.
Have
You
a blessed
too.
day.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
That is Annette over there, Maya's collection. Yeah, she went home. I didn't know she wasn't Grenadian until she told me. Yeah. So yes, so with all of this, Jester, we don't want to be isolated. We don't want, and we may get upset when people are not talking to us or being around us, and we sometimes we don't we wonder why. But this is why we are doing programs like that. So when you're at work and you see people start giving you the cold shoulder or they're just moving around for nothing, start checking yourself. Go to the bathroom, blow your breath into your hand, lift up your hands and do the smellaroo.
And the worst thing in truth, they won't tell you about it, but they're
going to speak about it behind your back.
Yeah.
And that is not fair either, because now you're sending, making everybody know that Claire smells. And just a smell. When you're around Claire, pay attention. You go smell Claire, she smell perspiration, she have bad breath. Listen, I am not afraid for you to tell me that I have bad breath or I have bad perspiration. Tell me, because that way I can make the change that you want me to make or that I should make to make myself feel good or to smell good. And some of us, we know that we smell bad, but here, we take up the Calvin Klein Escape and we take up the Dracula and we spray like mad people. Cologne, perfume, and perspiration do not mix. It makes you smell worse. So in that case, do the water first. Wash first. And then you can use the perfume afterwards. Because when two of them meet, like all the dwarf dead in truth. All. Because it's not a good smell. And again, I have to talk to the bus drivers and the conductors and people that are on the bus. When I know it is your office and I know it is your job, but you ply the same route every day, and you know the people that rides your bus, and you know those that come from the garden, you see them all sweaty, and you see them, and you see people, and you know people that come on the bus and they smelly. Why, oh why, do you pick them up and put them on the bus with people that are dressed, going to work, and by the time they reach to work, the sleeve of the clothes dirty and they're smelling just as the person that's for $2.50. Don't do that. Because when I come to work and I'm smelling my hand and people saying, well, Claire, what's smelling like that? And I know I bathe and I put on clean clothes. My $2.50, yes, and the other person $2.50 too, but you have to choose at what time you're picking up people on the road. Not when people are going to work all in the morning and somebody come from the garden and they're sweaty and they're smelly. I am not discriminating anybody. Don't get me wrong. But I'm saying you know to yourself, and this conductor and they'll smell and say, oh my gosh, that person smells real bad, but you're picking them up. You're contaminating the whole atmosphere for $2.50.
Yeah. Maybe what has,
is there a solution?
What has to happen? Some of our farmers, right? And we know they don't have personal. Let's take the call and then we
Good morning.
Yeah, coffee again. Traveling with a bus from, I think it was coming to Sotes, and traveling the bus, took the bus from Paradise Junction. And when the bus reaching Dunfermline, a guy stopped the bus. Maybe on the bus here, maybe about 10 of us. So he will make it 11. And I'm going to take you with it, and the conductor, they push it below the seat where I sit on there, and my gas bottle. Man, I water boots in the foot, he put the cutlass below there. And by that man sit down right by me, man. Claire, I know you're that crack up, That one doesn't like to tell you nothing, I know you that, just no should that crack up, man. I'm the Claire, man.
Go ahead.
Man, and I sit down there and you could see all the grass and the man pants, boy. I sit down there, me, man, I like to dress. Yeah, I was going to see my brother up there. Yeah. I tell you, when I reach up in Sotes, I drop out by the man drop out by the first bus stand below the hill there. And watch. When I come out from the bus, I drop out to become vexed, and I go inside the bus stand there, and I stand there, but I smell gas. I smell gas. And then, what was the value of my $4? Boy, what was the value? A man give you a little $2. I mean, busmen have to stop them thing and them conductor all the other stuff that I mean, anybody else just just put on the bus, but I smell gas. I went to buy my brother, I want the business place up there, and he said, "Rap man," I said, "What?" He said, "You just come smelling gas." When I give my brother the joke, he said, "By father matches." You blow to pieces, yeah. Yeah. So, Claire, why are you saying the real fact? Don't do those stupidness on them, man. Just for look at $2.50, man. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but I was making the point, right? Some of our landowners, they may have land a little away from where they live, and they don't have personal transport. What I'm saying, what they can do, they're not doing things to help alleviate what we're talking about. They could walk with a change of clothing, you kind of mop up themselves when they are finished, and then, put on some nice clean clothes, and then they come in. But they will come with the dirty water boots, and they feel it's okay to just.
And when they come and sit down by the sit down, and again, the bus drivers and the bus conductors, they overfill the bus. So when the person come now, everybody jam up together, and how are you going to escape? Let me tell you something. I'm going to be like the phoenix when I'm rising from there and go down the bus, Because I'm putting me down bus, so I don't care. I'm going down the bus because I cannot leave home smelling one way and go back home smelling another way at all. And if I'm going back home smelling, I'm supposed to be smelling better than when I left this morning. That was.
And I'll tell you something about perspiration is a thing. When it transfers from one to the other, it don't really leave you. That it stays with you until you go and shower and all your things.
You're telling me?
Yeah.
We have a call. Good morning.
CJ and Jester. I don't know why you all chose that topic this morning.
We chose it for a reason.
Because it's happening.
We all go through it every day.
CJ, as the previous caller just said there, he experienced it on the bus picking up somebody who came from the garden. This one, as I said only this morning when I said, who vex, and I don't care. This one is for the smokers.
Oh, yes.
This one is for the smokers. Check yourselves. I come out real raw this 2024.
And you don't make them fireworks,
CJ, you on a bus. Somebody coming on the bus. They just throw the cigarette to come on the bus.
Mm-hmm.
When you come off the bus, you wonder what happened.
Like you smoke too.
You don't smoke.
Mm-hmm.
You don't smoke, but your breath smell like smoke. All your clothes smell like smoke. Smokers, this is dangerous for me. Second-hand smoking
gives cancer.
Is worse than smoking itself.
It does.
Come on. CJ, one time I traveled on a bus. When I come out on the bus, I don't ask myself, what happened? CJ, I stink, I smoke.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it happens.
Normally I just walk with me water. I didn't have my water with me. I had to rush and get a bottle of water and then buy some mint and thing. Luckily, I had something in my bag when I dip a seat. I don't know why I didn't put my water. I had to take it and wipe up on myself because I was smelling a smoke. Some people would say, oh, it's your imagination. But it's not your imagination.
Not at all.
The person is, it's not good. It is not good. And let me tell them, second-hand smoking kills.
It does. There are people that never put a cigarette in their mouth, but they die of cancer from smoking inhalation and second-hand smoke. It's dangerous.
You have to sit down in that bus the whole time and inhaling and smelling and all this smoky thing. When you come out of the bus, you wonder what happened to you? Where you smoke? You don't smoke because of the person that was sitting next to you. Another thing again, traveling on the bus. When they come in, they want to raise their hand and put it over your shoulder.
And they hugging you as though you and them is good friend. I know. Let's shrug your shoulder.
I want to tell them about it. So what you think you're better than me? It's not a matter of better than who. None of us is better than the other. But we must learn to respect people.
And respect your
space. I bathe and I properly bathe.
Mm-hmm.
I bathe and I properly bathe. See, we have to go back to this thing about ghost and lime,
Well, yes. It is the first deodorant that came on planet Earth.
When somebody have a fever, what is we tell them, oh, get to lime and bathe with it. Get to lime and bathe with it to reduce the fever, whatever. Those with the bad perspiration, get some ghost and lime and bathe with it also.
Yeah, it helps with the perspiration. The Rastafarians that do not use deodorant and thing, they do use limes and ghost for the bath.
with enough MCJ, with enough respect to the Rastafarians and them. Some of them Rastafarians and them, they don't use deodorant and they have better perspiration than those who are not Rastafarians.
True. It happens in all walks of life. We can, all walks of life, all.
The simple thing is just taking care of your body. It's just that.
Yes, 100%. That's
some
it.
Of them smoke. Some of them, we don't have chimneys in Grenada, but some of them smoking more than a chimney. You understand? You see them is smoke. You smell them is smoke. You hear them is smoke. I mean, come on.
Yep. Well, I want to get to the end of this because I'm not going to touch it again. So hold your thought and call back if another one comes.
You just said to come back with program like that. Provoking me.
No, we're not provoking. We're telling the truth. We're just trying to help. This program is all about helping. It's all about helping.
It's all about helping.
Yes.
You see, because there are people who don't want to talk about it, and they fear if they talk about it, people might tell them things. But you see, me who want to tell certain things, I talking.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
The most important thing is that you may not have a proper dress to wear or what, but you smell good.
And it's clean.
And that is what is important. And it's clean. And that is what is important. Have a good day.
Thank
I'm
you.
coming back for the day.
Okay.
But Claire, she make mention of the person who just finished smoke. Listen what happened to me the last time. I gave a man a ride, and he didn't just finish smoke, but he and them kind of people, and they're smoking all kind of things, smoking beady, they smoking cigarette, they smoking marijuana, they still drinking. Watch, the man was in the back seat and he talking at Claire. I couldn't wait to get to Sutton's for the man to come with me van,
We have a call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We're talking about lime and gospel. The best thing is conditioner.
Oh, okay.
For perspiration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, conditioner is very, very good.
The big broadleaf thing? Is that what it is?
No, the conditioner, a 3 watt bear in conditioner bear in a bunch of grab.
Oh, okay. They put it in hot sauce sometimes.
Yes,
You got it. Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, so, there are a lot of natural things that people can use. But let me tell you something, Jester. The people are not aware that they have bad breath. They're the one that speaks the most.
That's what.
The most and the loudest.
That's so true, Claire.
No, honestly.
And they're looking to come up into people's
in your face.
And I'm like,
oh, no, not in my face, not in my face. Let's take a quick break and we come back, and it will be almost time for us to call it quick to rule. So let's see.
Have you had Boston on your travel bucket list? Well, we've got some exciting news for you. JetBlue is thrilled to announce its new non-stop flight every Saturday from Grenada's Maurice Bishop International Airport to the vibrant city of Boston. Now you can embark on your Boston adventure without any layovers. JetBlue is making it easier than ever to explore this incredible destination. Whether you're visiting family or friends, exploring for the first time, or simply experiencing Boston life, JetBlue has you covered with a convenient non-stop flight, complete with comfortable seating, complimentary snacks, and an array of entertainment options. You'll arrive in Boston feeling relaxed and ready to explore. So now's the time. Visit jetblue.com to book your flight and bring Boston closer to Grenada. Let your adventure begin.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and new, spacious, convenient, and modern facilities on Seton Brown Street in Grenville and Grand Anse. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the Credit Union of Grenville, your financial security is guaranteed.
And just so we are down to the last 12 minutes of our program. And Chrissy Batiste, good morning. Wallen Accord, good morning. He says, when you come from the bathroom, you look at your face to make sure your face is clean. That is quite true. Because sometimes, according to how, as the ladies say, according to how you wash with just water and soap, you're not touching all parts at all. You're supposed to get some cloth, or washcloth or exfoliating cloth, and give yourself the old scrubberoo. Because here the next point says, effects of poor hygiene, poor personal hygiene. Poor hygiene affects your outward appearance. Stained clothes, ungroomed hair, long, dirty nails, and oily, patchy skin are signs of lack of personal care. People often associate poor hygiene with unpleasant body odor, bad breath, or visible signs of dirt. Some people may also consider rashes, oily skin, or other preventable or treatable appearance flaws as examples of poor hygiene. Here are some potential effects of poor hygiene. Depleted mental health. This is when we come to the meat of our thing now. Poor hygiene relates to mental health in two ways. First, an unclean appearance can cause social and professional isolation. Feelings of loneliness and failure caused by this isolation can harm your mental health and lead to chronic depression or social anxiety. In some cases, the progression of poor hygiene and mental health issues gets reversed. People with depression may cease caring about hygienic practices. In these instances, the lack of cleanliness is a symptom of mental disorder, not its cause. You get that? So the reverse of that. In both these cases, trying an online therapy service may assist in solving both the mental health and hygiene issues. Because they focus on both causes and symptoms, a therapist can offer a treatment plan that positively impacts both mental and physical health. When preparing for a therapist appointment, you can consider whether poor hygiene has played a role in your mental health. So again, when we are not doing the things, the cleaning of the nails, the teeth, the hair, the skin, not bathing, it affects us mentally. And you know why? Because we are being isolated from the rest of the world and our peers.
Yeah.
And when
that could put a strain on you mentally, and a serious strain.
And when that happens, you feel that nobody wants you around them.
People scorning you.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you can make the change by trying to step up on what you think is the problem. And that will come just when people like me and people like you talk to the person that we know that is going through that in a diplomatic way.
Yeah.
You don't go telling them in front of everybody, oh, you stink. No. Pull that person aside and say to them, hey, you know, I noticed this is that. That's not who you are. What's going on? Sometimes they have issues. They don't know how to deal with it. And this is how it plays out itself, by not taking care of themselves.
Or maybe what can be done if they're not that close to that person, they could draw it to the attention of somebody that is very close
to them,
to the person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here the other one is increased health risk. Poor hygiene can increase the risk of illness or disease. These are not diseases that you typically catch by chance, but rather are illnesses that come from a lack of personal cleanliness. Many diseases that affect the skin surface and gastrointestinal tract comes from poor bathing practices. Wearing dirty clothes and not washing your hands before handling food. The CDC's, which is the Center for Disease Control, list of hygiene-related illnesses also includes parasitic fungal infections that will remain in your body until they are treated. So, again, hands. Lack of self-esteem, big one. Self-esteem and physical appearance are closely related to each other. How you care for your body and appearance is closely connected to your self-image.
That is so true.
If people avoid you at work or in social situations because of your poor hygiene, your self-esteem will likely suffer.
That is so true.
This can lead to a downward spiral with poor self-esteem, causing a why bother view of personal hygiene and only leading to further avoidance and isolation.
Yeah, but I think that is obvious because, trust me, if you know somebody gives an odor that is really not pleasant, it's that you obviously would try to avoid being in the presence of that person. That's only obvious.
Yes. And you know, it is sad though, because everybody wants to belong to somebody and somewhere. Every one of us. And we see a lot of people that are being isolated. And they question themselves, well, they say, well, I don't know. I ain't do this person nothing, or I ain't do nobody nothing, but nobody wants to talk to me and nobody wants to be around me. This, if we are aware of who we are, this is where self-examination comes in. To show, well, to say to yourself, well, maybe it's what I eat that is affecting me, maybe what I wear, or how I carry myself. Carrying yourself in a way that you're always clean and so makes a big impact on you and people around you, because no one, even though I'm not bathing for myself, but I don't want to be around you if you're dirty. You understand? Mm-hmm. Because two of us dirty can make it a reality. No. I dirty, you dirty. Then two of us are watching two of us going on the road. It's Claire and Jester don't even bother to go by them. Two of them are they're not bathing, they're not doing anything. But if I am the one that's keeping myself clean and you are my friend, I'll help you along, you know, Jester. Yeah. You may not, at the moment I tell you, maybe upset with me more than ever. But when you get home and you take out your red t-shirt on you as you're wearing now, and you smell it, oh my gosh, I smell like a dog. Yeah. You will say to yourself, then what I say to you will come to play. And then you say, no, I got to do better than that. And I know there are a lot of men and women that are out there and they feel that hairs under their arm is making them strong. Also, it makes you stink too. No, it does.
Oh my gosh, this guy.
It makes you stink too. Yeah. Because if you have it, you could wear whatever deodorant you want and you sweat. It holds it.
Yeah,
the follicles, it traps it inside there. Yeah. So don't be afraid to shave. So people will say, oh, you're a big man and you're shaving. Shave. Shave. Because it holds whatever scent it is, it holds it, that it transforms itself to your clothes, and then it comes out in the public. And you don't want the public talking about you and say, oh, when you pass, you stink. Because we are so hypocrite in this society that we live in. We would not tell you if you have a problem, an odor problem or a body odor problem. Yeah. We seem to talk about it behind your back instead of telling you to help you along. I'll help you along. Yeah. And if you break friendship with me and you become clean, I've done my job. Because you did what I asked you to. You may not be friends with me again, but you're a clean person and you're aware of yourself. And I've done it. The last point, poor physical appearance. A lack of hygiene can also lead to poor physical appearance. In some cases, an improper bathing regimen may cause skin issues or hair loss. You can reverse this physical appearance problem if you find an effective hair loss treatment or skin medication. Such treatment can become a part of your hygiene routine going forward. By personalizing your regimen in this way, you ensure that you perform basic hygiene practices and also address specific issues needed for better mental and physical health. We touched on everything this morning, Jester, that could help us to be more hygienic or better hygienic. The number one is those that we have here, those hands. It carries and cares and cures everything if you wash them and continue to wash them using soap and water. You can go to a stream if it's clean and wash your hands, even though you don't have soap, but at least wash your hands, because walking around with them dirty and touching your face and touching different parts of your eyes, your nose. Because here, touching eyes, money, nose, mouth, ears. These are the holes that you have right here that causes all kinds of viruses and bacteria in your body. That's where they enter, through those holes. When you speak and somebody tell you shut your hole, they tell you to shut your mouth. That hole here. Then you have your nose and you have your eyes. Because if you were to do a flush, Jester, a saline flush or salt flush to clear your sinuses, the water comes through your eyes, it comes through your nose, And sometimes water go in your ear, and then you have to plug your nose to blow to get rid of it, So we have to be very careful.
The nasal passage.
The nasal passages, this is where that whole face that you see, everything is attached to it. That is going to make us clean and healthy. So I hope that one of us or two of us learn a thing or two about our personal hygiene, because it is the be all and end all of our mental and physical health. And as I end this program this morning, I like to say, be kind to people, because kind people are the best kind of people. You have two to go.
Well, Claire, it's a pleasure to start off this morning again for 2024 with another mental health program. So we are on the ball, and we'll only continue to bring in some interesting topics.
As you say, next week, I would not be here. Her Majesty's Services, I don't know how you call that, has asked me to come down to St. George's to be something about jury duty. So I have to go. If I don't go, you come and visit me in the prison up there, because they will jail me if I don't show up.
So then for the following one?
The following one we shall be back. So next week I won't have a program because I have to go to this jury thing to see if I could. But let me tell you, I don't believe in doing that because I've seen a lot of innocent people go to jail, and I don't want that on my conscience at all. So I'll see if I can. Yeah.
Jury they wanted?
Well, yeah, I had to go on to see if they will select me to be on the jury, the thing, and I'm not one for that.
I never want to be on that.
You and me both, so that's why we do the mental health, because mentally, right, from the time I get this letter, I'm thinking about this, and I'm like, what if I put somebody innocent in jail if they choose me to do this thing? I don't want to do this. So it is 10 o'clock. We have the news right now. Goodbye, everybody, and have yourself a great day.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first.